Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of the Not Relatable podcast. I'm James.
And I'm Brandon. Hello, hello.
And, oh my god, you sound so good.
Hope so.
You sound so good and sexy in my ears right now.
I doubt that.
Well, you do.
Okay.
And there's a reason for that.
Oh, yeah.
We're together.
I'm here. I'm in Los Angeles.
I already feel the chemistry is a lot better. It's hard over Zoom. It just is.
Yeah, just in general.
It's a lot easier to talk over each other. The flow is all weird.
There's no delay. It's all just in the moment.
Yeah. But here we are. We're in person. You got here yesterday.
Yeah. It's all kind of blurred together for me personally.
Yeah, it's gone pretty quick since you got in here. I've already played a concert. It was fun for me.
Yeah.
Debatably for you.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, everyone in there seemed to enjoy it.
That's awesome. Yeah, we played the Viper Room. That's some cool shit for those familiar with LA. But now, and we were at City Walk today. Universal City Walk.
Yeah. We we watched a movie.
We saw Barbie. Brandon saw Barbie.
Yeah. It was a good movie.
I saw it earlier in the year, but
it's still there.
yeah, it's hard to sell you on movies usually, but we found one. Found one you wanted to see. And now we're here. We're home. It's like 7 o'clock at night. It's already dark out. It's the middle of October, but not when you guys are listening to this. And we're sitting in front of a fireplace on the TV screen.
You need that ambience.
Yeah.
Because we can't just... I don't know.
Yeah, usually...
We need stimulation.
May's eating my binder.
She's doing that. She's really getting in there. I heard a crunch.
Yeah, she should stop doing that. Yeah, usually only Lauren and I get to have this kind of atmospheric setup in here. We'll like make the lights purple and put a Halloween-y fucking atmosphere thing on the screen with some rain or something.
Yeah, I'd say we could change the lights, but like, what do you change the lights to our topic? What color would that even be?
Yeah, I don't know, because for her it's obviously like, we make it darker and Halloween-y because that's a spooky podcast.
Yeah.
For us, it's the Not Relatable podcast. So
yeah, we'd have to go by theme, and I don't know what you'd color our theme.
I have no idea. I mean,
this matters to literally no one except for us.
Yeah, well, that's the point of this podcast, right?
We're pretty on brand. Yeah, you're right.
It's all good. It's all good. Right. I mean, yeah, the problem with these lights that I have, I can't remember what the fuck they're called right now. LEDs, yeah. There's only like 2 or 3 colors that don't completely fuck your eyes up, which is why I usually just keep it on white now. Purple isn't that bad if it's only for a few hours, but like red will fuck you up. Orange is actually not bad.
I think people only do red when they're feeling spicy anyways.
Yeah, well, it's like a super like dark red. It's weird. It's like a strong red. And like blue will totally fuck your eyes up if you like leave the room after being in like a blue room.
That makes sense. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but it makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, we didn't do anything too special. Just the fireplace. We could have put something that's not relatable on the screen, but
fires are quite a vibe.
They are. We're doing our
rain, waterfalls, rivers. Those are vibes.
Yeah. I mean, for anyone who like watches, watches in quotes on YouTube, then you already know, like, we just kind of put my kitten.
He's not a kitten anymore, but he might as well be.
Well, I think you're misinformed about that picture. Because that is not Soof.
Well,
yeah, it's actually a tragic story, the cat in that picture, because that was Mars. We got him when he was like a few weeks old. And he passed away within like a week.
Yeah, I never heard about that.
You never heard about that?
No,
Yeah, it was.
it's my first time hearing
It
about
was
it.
really depressing. Yeah, we like. I think he like started having diarrhea, which not good for a cat that small. And it was.
Yeah.
We brought him to the vet, and they were like, they like gave him like his shots or whatever you get when you're like a very young kitten. He might have been 8 weeks old. Whenever you get like the first shots, they gave him that, and then like he had a little like diarrhea on the floor, and they were just like, yeah, whatever. And
Maybe you've talked about this. I don't. It's been a while.
I don't know. Yeah, it really is super depressing. I'm laughing to cope, everyone. Relax.
Sometime enough time passes and you can do kind of laugh cope.
Well, we have that beautiful picture of him still, but yeah, I mean, long story short, that diarrhea kind of did him in because he didn't make it through the night. When your like body is that small and you have diarrhea, kind of fucks up like your water in your body.
I'd say you're probably dehydrated.
Yeah, which I'm still like kind of mad at the vet for not treating the fact that a kitten that small had diarrhea like a little more seriously.
Yeah.
They were just like, oh, it's fine. Yeah, it wasn't
I
fine.
mean, if you're only a couple weeks old, yeah, that's kind of important, kind of urgent.
Wasn't fine. Anyway.
Yeah, the whole time I thought that was Soof.
Yeah, that's not Soof. That's Mars. In like it happened that like that little window where we had him, Maddie was in like a photography class. So we were fucking around with Sony A6400 I have. Taking pictures for her class, and we got a lot of pictures of him in his very short time here. And that one's like probably my favorite. It's blurry, but like it looks intentionally blurry.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Stylistic choice.
Yeah. And it's okay that we went on a depressing tangent for a few minutes because
It'd be like
we
that.
are not catering to what people want to hear on this podcast.
It's for us.
Depressingly so. All right. Now we don't. We have a topic today that is not depressing, but it's also not relatable.
Kind of just made it up on the whim, like what, last night?
Yeah, last night I was like, hey, we should.
He was on the way home from your show, actually.
Yeah, I said, what we should do that would really cement us as a not relatable podcast. We should go through all the restaurants and other, food establishments.
Wow.
Yeah. in the town that we grew up in, and it's not like L.A. or New York City or like some big metropolitan area. It's a very small town with like less than a few thousand people living in it in upstate New York. So
Yeah, I think it's like less than 3,000, I think.
it's probably
Maybe
about that. I don't know for sure, but it's, yeah.
Any given day, our population is probably majority tourists.
Yeah, the chance that anyone even from our area would ever hear this is very slim unless we like told them about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I guess we should disclaim also, because we're going to be like ranking these honestly to the best of our ability and our memory. We're not trying to like fuck with any local businesses. No one's going to hear this.
Yeah.
And even if they do, then, we're not like professionals. I'll even go out on a limb here and say like we have bad opinions. We have bad opinions about the local food.
And I'm pretty sure like all of these at least I would probably eat at.
Yeah. I would probably still go to everything here. I mean, yeah. But yeah, I mentioned we have bad opinions because there's like one place on this list that we both are probably gonna put in that S tier that we know everyone else in town hates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
We'll get there. Not to say that if we like somewhere it's actually bad. Just to say,
or if it's good, when we say it's bad, doesn't make it bad.
Yeah, just saying like, we're just Two dummies.
Everything as usual is just in our opinion.
We just like food or we don't like food. And you should check out any of these places if you're ever in Lake Placid, New York. Which you probably won't be.
I've realized I think we're probably gonna do a lot of game shit, and I think we've done probably more food than we've done game, or just as much as we've done games now.
Yeah, I mean, we said it's going to be a game podcast, but I guess just saying, like, not relatable kind of gives it the tone that we can talk about anything that we want to talk about, whether or not anyone can relate to it.
All right, on brand.
And, yeah, we'll probably have, like, a general, like, just like the one with Lauren, like, we go back to horror quite a bit, but we'll talk about other shit. It's like, we on this podcast will probably talk about games more than anything. Maybe at this point, I don't even know.
Yeah, because like we're 2 or 3 food. I think like 2 games.
Yeah, it'll be recurring at the very least. But I guess the new theme of the podcast is just whatever we want to fucking talk about.
Yeah, we've never pre-planned something. It's always like on a whim.
Yeah. So let's get into this tier list that no one is going to relate to.
Absolutely.
And just have some fun for ourselves. All right.
You have the list.
So let's do this completely freaking randomly. I'll say I'm also gonna say we've got like at a glance like I think 7 or 8 places on here that haven't even been in business for some odd years. Maybe like a few years, maybe like 10 years, maybe more. Because like some of the shit's from our childhood and they just like went out of business.
Yeah, a lot of it's from our childhood, and some of it's just like we're a tourist town, so it relies a lot on tourist revenue.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's an oversaturation of just like Italian restaurants and hotels. So it's just like something like a Mexican restaurant you'd think would be booming, but well, it just doesn't. Just kind of fades away.
Yeah, I don't even know if we have one anymore, except for the like taco place. But
yeah, that's just like a burrito place.
Yeah, burritos. Oops,
we'll get there.
Yeah, I also wanted to, I guess, mention that we're leaving out a bunch of apparently pretty big ones. I mean, not that anyone will know any of these places, but like for Lake Placid, we're leaving out some big ones. We're not talking about like Jimmy's 21 or like Big Slide or Up the Creek. Like apparently these are all pretty popular now, but I know Jimmy's has been around forever. I just never went there really. I went there like once ever and I can't remember.
That's another one of those Italian restaurants, but it's like family owned, and like that family like owns like half the town.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah. So there's a lot of popular ones that just straight up aren't here because a lot of those like more popular ones developed since I left or got popular while I left, like Big Slide. I think that's newer.
Yeah, I think that opened after you left because I went there with my cousin Tyler on my 22nd or 23rd birthday.
And we have been there.
Yeah. I mean, like, I didn't eat there. We just, we both just grabbed a beer to kind of like, birthday. And then I hated it. It was, I don't blame the restaurant for it, or I guess the bar. It was all like sticky and humid, and I was miserable, and like I was drinking, so like I felt bad. And I was sweaty. It was a miserable experience.
Oh, that's not fun.
But I don't know if I blame the bar. I don't know if I blame the bar for that though.
Yeah, it just sounds like it was a July night.
Yeah, but I mean July 19th, so it's literally balls deep into summer.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's all the disclaimers. Don't take us too seriously. And we're not even like going to go over half of the really popular places.
Oh, yeah, that's something else I was going to say. Yeah, also, we left out chains, right?
What is it?
Chain restaurants.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. So
we have a couple.
Lake Placid has a McDonald's and a Subway.
Yeah, we have a Subway, McDonald's, a Starbucks. So your average...
Yeah, Starbucks.
Your average chain restaurants you'll see, wherever you go.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I always talk about how Lake Placid is like kind of pathetic in the way that you don't even get a Taco Bell or like a Wendy's
Yeah, you got
until you go to like an hour away to Plattsburgh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's like an hour drive.
Or like a Pizza Hut or Domino's. Like we don't even have shit like that.
Yeah,
as far as fast food, it's fucking McDonald's and Subway, and I guess Starbucks.
Yeah, they have Pizza Hut. Yeah, well, that was like
We had one.
it was like 20 minutes away from where we were, and yeah, that closed. I don't know why. It seemed popular, at least for
I have no idea why. Yeah, there was also a Burger King there. That's gone.
Yeah, I think they had. I don't remember if they had two Burger Kings. Like I think they had one and it closed and like reopened somewhere else, and then I think that one closed too. But I could be wrong about that one.
I'm okay with no Burger King, but
yeah,
it's funny that we have like both McDonald's and Subway in both towns.
Saranac is a Subway. Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's a gas station. Yeah.
Yep.
Gas station Subway combo.
Yep. Yeah, and there's like a Dunkin'.
Yeah.
I don't care about Dunkin' though.
Yeah.
Even if America runs on it, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't. So what about that?
What you gonna do?
Actually, I'm likely to just kind of sit down for a few minutes after having some Dunkin'. So, there's that.
It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit. I'm not gonna run.
All right, let's get to it. That's enough preamble. Let's do this one. We're going in a random order. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, here we go.
All right.
The first place my pen landed was Mr. Mike's.
Oh god.
The very first place.
Depending,
We're already going to come under fire from the locals.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're starting off. Depending on your opinion, on a bad note.
Yeah. Because it's S tier.
Absolutely, without hesitation or question.
It's probably, well, I mean, yeah, it's within our top restaurants in the whole town for sure. I mean, it's definitely the pizza place.
Would you argue it still rivals places out here in LA?
I mean, for me personally, it definitely does, which is crazy because the thing with Mr.
There's
Mike's,
so much out here.
Yeah, we can like give some context. There's like 3 or 4 pizza places in town, like currently, and in the past there have been up to like 5 at a time. And people seem to be pretty into the pizza places. But Mr. Mike's has pretty much always been the worst in everyone's opinion.
Yeah, reputation-wise, food-wise. Like, rumors of, like, dealing drugs out the back door. Like, those kind of...
Allegedly.
Except rumors.
Yes. We don't know shit about fuck. Do not come for us. But yeah, it's just a town where people talk. Good thing no one listens to this. Yeah. It's not got a good reputation.
No.
However,
their food
is the shit, and I don't care what people say. If people want to criticize the pizza, I can
their
like,
business. Yeah, they're the business.
I can like the only thing I could agree on about the pizza is that it can be undercooked, and that's why I order a crispy. But there's
also, I think I would say the only I would say is it's greasy as hell. Yeah, but it's not enough to like deter me.
There's some good ass greasy pizzas out there, so it's all right with me.
You need a napkin if you're gonna eat this pizza.
I think their toppings are the most fresh you're gonna get in town. Honestly, like I don't even feel biased there. I don't think they're like extremely fresh, but they're the most fresh you'll get in town. Yeah. I think.
I mean, especially pizza stuff. Like, probably a good portion of it's frozen. If we're being honest, I would believe it if they make the dough ahead of, like, maybe they make dough and like freeze it, or make the dough the day. But like, I could definitely see like them making buckets and buckets full of marinara, and then just like preserving that to keep it good for a couple days, because marinara is good for a while if it's preserved good.
Their sauce is fucking good.
Well, yeah,
there's like pizza sauce can kind of put me off of pizza. Like honestly, it's the most hit or miss thing for me about pizza is the sauce.
Yeah, that's easy
And-
to fuck up because there's so much that goes into it.
And theirs is like the perfect sauce for me for pizza. It's not like sweet, which like a lot of places have like sweet sauce. It's like the perfect kind of it's got like the saltier marinara taste. I guess I don't know how to word it. I don't have my food terms down.
Yeah, I was say I do think some of the saltiness might come from. I mean, I guess we're talking about the marinara. Maybe I was thinking of like the mozzarella because mozzarella can be pretty salty in of itself.
Yeah, I mean their cheese is good. I mean their crust is good. I love the pizza.
Yeah,
I like pizza and I like people.
and probably the most controversial thing is usually restaurants. I wouldn't say the most controversial. Roast restaurants, they'll specialize in something, but like even their appetizers, bang.
I'm big on their appetizers and I don't give a fuck. I mean it is true they used to be better. I don't know what happened, but like they're still good. We
Yeah.
still get the breadsticks every time we go home. And that shit, like, provided you eat it fast, it's real good.
Yeah, fresh, like, as soon as the delivery driver brings it, or if you grab it, whatever you do.
Yeah.
And it's like, you open it from the tinfoil.
That shit's like,
You got like half an hour of peak breadsticks.
that shit's crack, though. Like, you gotta get to it fast, but it's so fucking good.
Dip it in some marinara. Fuck.
It's so fucking good. And, like,
Orgasmic.
yeah. I even think it's good once you microwave it. That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
me, but, like, I don't know. It gets, like, really chewy, and maybe that's, like, a turnoff for some people. For me, I think it's good. The
Yeah.
really the only bad time to eat them is if they're, like, cold and, like, stiffening up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you definitely have to rewrap them if you want to preserve it, because
Yeah.
they will harden. You get drumsticks after that.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, get to it fast. It's your fault if you don't. Yeah, they had this meatball mozzarella sub that's super fucking good too.
That fucks. It will fuck you.
It was super good, and I can acknowledge it's gone downhill, but it was
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
shit. It's still not bad. Like I'll still order it, just like to eat it, and like it's half as good as it used to be, but like I'll remember what it used to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll be happy.
I don't even know what they did. Yeah, it was like they'd cut their meatballs in half and like load that shit with sauce and cheese, and like the bun would get soggy with marinara, which you would think would also be a turnoff, but it was like
It was so good.
it was like the good kind of soggy.
They would like. The problem is they would make it on like different bread half the time, and
Yeah,
like
it was literally really was like a 50-50 if you could get like,
if you got the good bread or not. Yeah.
and that will determine your experience.
Yep. It definitely went downhill, but it was fucking good.
Like, and it still is good even when you do
Yeah.
the current day.
It's
Yeah,
still
more,
good.
more consistent now, yeah, but
Yeah.
it is a downgrade.
I also always got like the pasta marinara, pasta alfredo, like
Yeah,
their
you
pasta. I'm big on their pasta too.
Yeah, you used to
Personally.
always get that in the calzone.
Yes, the fucking calzone, dude. See, I forgot about the calzone. Dude, no, this place is S tier. I don't know. People in Lake Placid are fucking out of their minds. This shit's so good. The last thing I would shout is the Frito Mas, which definitely did go downhill because it's like their version of mozzarella sticks, but it's like they're like half circles instead of sticks. And the problem is they used to be like full of cheese, and now like it feels like they put a little cheese in the corner, and the rest of it's just like fried breadcrumbs.
Huh. I don't
So
think-
like those went downhill, but like again, if they made them right, they would still slap.
I don't think we ever ordered those together.
I definitely got them, but yeah, I don't think we really did it together that often.
Yeah, our order was always the same when we were together.
Yeah.
Mozzarella sub with calzone, pasta, and a pizza.
Yep.
That was our order.
Fuck yeah. All right, yeah. I don't think everywhere will get that much
Praise.
praise or just us talking in general, because like we had to go through like every menu item and be like, yeah, it's got this, it's got this, it's got this.
We're probably still missing probably a good handful of appetizers.
You know what? I got their salads and I liked them for a while when I was like trying to lose weight back then. Like I would order their spinach salads, and that shit was fucking good too. And I'm not a salad person, but it was like, yeah, it was spinach and mushrooms, vinaigrette, croutons, and like bacon. And I would get like chicken on it. Grilled chicken. That shit was fucking good. The fucking great pizza from them is their white pizza with grilled chicken and then jalapenos. That shit was so good. All right. All right, we're just going to talk all night if I don't hurry up. So, Mr. Mike's is S tier.
Easy.
Fuck all y'all. This shit's good. And yeah, every time I'm home, you know we're getting that several times.
One time at bare absolute minimum.
Yeah, it basically brings all the other pizza places out of the running when I'm home. Like when I lived there, I would alternate them, and I'd be like feeling different things sometimes. But now when I'm there and I've got a limited time, I'm not fucking around. It's gonna be Mr. Mike's.
Exactly. You can't order that from across the country.
Yep. All right. What do we have next? How about this one? Okay. So we got Great Adirondack Brewing Company, which used to be Steak and Seafood. Have you ever eaten there?
I have not.
Okay, so this one's me. I only ate there when it was called Steak and Seafood, but I called my mom just to check and see if I could still claim that I've eaten at this place, and she said yes, because I guess it's still the same ownership. The menu's changed up a little bit, but it's mostly the same food, same everything. And yeah, I've eaten here a few times. I don't know if I should consider or not that this place is extremely overpriced. Because we didn't really talk about prices with Mr. Mike's.
Yeah.
Are we just talking about the food, or are we talking about like the full experience?
That's a fair question. We could talk about the full experience.
Okay, because I mean, even with Mr. Mike's, it's like pretty standard prices. I wouldn't knock them for their price.
Yeah,
they're like a little on the expensive side, but like...
Yeah, because I was going to say a large pizza and like 3 to 4 appetizers for us was like $40, 40-something.
It would come out usually to more like 60, but that's not that bad.
Yeah, because I mean, pizzas themselves are like $20, 20 plus.
Yeah, and then like...
So
we would get several appetizers, and then like it would be usually like 60 because of like tipping.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now that I remember, I think breadsticks would get double, which was like $12, I think.
Yeah,
it's like $6 for like a dozen breadsticks.
Yeah, and then I think there would be a delivery fee, and we're just talking about Mr. Mike's again. Yeah, I'm not knocking Mr. Mike's, but if we're talking about prices going forward, and like, I don't know if we're talking about like, I feel like we shouldn't go into the atmosphere of the restaurant service. I don't know about that, just because like some of these places don't have that to consider.
Yeah, and I like, at least I personally like never like go out to eat anymore.
Right. So yeah, we'll just go off food and price.
Yeah, and even when we're together, we, at least in Placid, yeah, we order out. Or I think the only place we will go to is like diners for breakfast.
Right. Okay, so Great American Brewing Company is what it's currently known as. Used to be Steak and Seafood. Haven't been there in several years, so that's, for me, that's most of these, because I do not live there anymore. I haven't in about 7-8 years now.
A long time.
Yeah, so grain of salt, people. Having heartburn right now. Anyway, this place, it's good food. It is. It is not like, if you've been out of Lake Placid and experienced like the world of flavors around everywhere, then you probably aren't going to be blown away by it, especially at the pricing. But it's definitely quality food, especially for Lake Placid. Like,
yeah,
if that's where you live and you're going out for like fancy food night, it'll do the trick.
Yeah, especially just dead in like almost the center of Main Street too.
Yeah, it's just kind of gonna break the bank, so like you can't do it all that often. And if we are considering price, and I don't think it's like the best food ever or in town, obviously, for me, I would put it in a B tier. But yeah, still like a recommend, especially like for the locals if you can splurge a little bit. Not a bad place to go.
Treat yourself.
Exactly. Now I have to write this whole long ass name down. I think they should have just kept the name Steak and Seafood, so Maybe they should be C tier. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, honestly, that was so much more simple. All right. Let's do this one. Breakfast Club. Remember when this used to be like the second half of Starbucks? It's not anymore. They moved the location of it.
That was next door to Starbucks?
Wait, is Starbucks still where it always was?
Across from the Bookstore Plus?
I think so.
Yeah,
like
I
at
don't
the
remember.
bottom of the hill,
Yeah.
Starbucks. Yeah, like the Breakfast Club used to be the other half of that, which used to be a Quiznos a long time
I was about
ago.
to say, like, I don't remember doing that. I remember a quiz. Yeah, I remember Quiznos, and then that
It's a long
closed.
time ago.
Then, yeah, now that I mention, I don't remember what was there. There's like a lunch place now, and it's like strictly a lunch place, but I don't know what it is.
I'd be interested to try it, but yeah, no, it was the Breakfast Club. I think that was their first location, and they moved it down further down on Main Street.
I do like their new spot though.
Huh? The new spot? Yeah,
I do like.
it's
There's
good.
a nice view of the lake.
I liked both, but yeah, honestly, I'm a fan. I like the Breakfast Club. I
Yeah.
don't think it's the best breakfast in town. Like,
I think it's just standard breakfast diner. Breakfast diner.
I think it's better than standard personally, but I don't think it's the best.
Yeah.
Not in our town.
I mean, I like it. It's just like I feel like they don't do anything special personally. I mean, like maybe it's just I didn't go there enough. Like I think I've been there like 3 times.
I think they have some pretty cool shit. Well, I'm also my experience with it is sort of tainted right now because the most recent time I had it was not in Lake Placid. What? Yeah, there's 2 locations. And the second one's in fucking Key West of all places.
All right.
Yeah. It's called the Breakfast Club 2, and it's owned by the same fucking people. And yeah, Maddie and I visited Key West earlier this year, and I ate it there, and I fucking loved it there too. But I think they have a different menu, so like, I'm a little hesitant to count that or not because I don't know if the menu's the same. Either way, if I do think back to when we had it in like Placid, I think it's good. I don't remember what I got, but I remember someone ordering like giant ass pancakes.
I think I did that once.
Yeah. Fucking huge.
Because like I usually get eggs, bacon and toast, and I wanted something different.
Also, like, I don't think it's particularly overpriced. I guess I can't make that claim without like having the prices open in front of me, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like it was like a break the bank type of place.
Yeah, I feel like diners in Placid are usually pretty good.
Somewhat modest. It might be one of the more expensive diners, honestly. They put more like effort into coming across higher quality.
I'd say their service, yeah.
I mean, I would go A or B. I think it is good. I mean, if it was just me, I would go A. But I'm getting the vibe you wouldn't go A, so maybe B.
I could go either or, to be honest. Like I feel like I would probably put B to be comfortable, but I feel like A isn't wrong to say.
All right, then I
That makes
do.
sense.
Then I do want to go A because there's some other breakfast spots on here. I think one of them's better, and I think the others are not nearly as good as the Breakfast Club. So I want to go A. So we're gonna do it, I guess. Breakfast Club is the A tier, and now we're gonna talk about this one. You can start doing it. You can't really start doing it. Next up is China City. You can
Yeah.
tell your story about
Yeah, I was gonna say
your feelings on Chinese food.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could talk about that, and I just can't do Chinese food for some reason. Like my entire life, like I don't want to say I dislike it or like it. Like I think I've had like some chicken. I don't remember what it would be called, but I liked that. But there's just something about like the smell of Chinese food just turns my stomach. And it kind of sucks. I wish it didn't.
I fucking love Chinese food. So I don't know, honestly.
Teriyaki chicken. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, that shit's good. I mean,
That's what I was saying. I like that.
I gotta be real. I don't know. For the sanctity of this list, I might not be able to count you because you just don't like Chinese food. So,
said,
like
I said,
you can concede you shouldn't rate Chinese food.
Yeah, like I said, I do. Like I said, I do think it is unfortunate. I wish I could try it, but just like I don't know why the smell fucks me up. That's the only food that does that to me.
Yeah, that's a real bummer to me because Chinese food is honestly like amazing. I fucking love Chinese food, and like it's pretty rare you'll get Chinese food that's just straight up bad. Like in my opinion, like if you're a fan of Chinese food, most places are gonna be good, at least. Kind of like the pizza scale.
Yeah.
I sneezed. You probably heard that.
Sneeze.
It's pretty loud. All right. So okay, Brandon's exempt from rating this because he doesn't like Chinese food. With that in mind, I'm going S. I'm sorry, because me and Jonah and probably just me and Jonah. I don't know a lot of other people from Lake Placid that have like really left the area that can make a good call on this, but like both of us still like hold true that being out away from Lake Placid for as many years as we have at this point, we still haven't found Chinese food that's better than China City. For some reason, it's fucking good. Like, we have top tier Chinese food.
Yeah, I mean, it is a family business too, which, fun fact, we grew up with one of the owner's kids.
Yeah.
But it is a family business. I mean, it's probably been, like, passed down, really honed in on, like, what they're good at.
Yeah, well, yeah, so I'll say, like, I've definitely had Chinese food that's at least on par with this. But, like, just by the nature of Chinese food, again, it's like, it's all good. But I haven't found like sesame chicken, for example, that I like more than China City's. And I haven't found lo mein that I think is as good as China City's. And pork fried rice. Like, those are like my top 3 Chinese go-tos. Like, they're super basic, I know, but like they're fucking good. That's like my usual thing. They also have good Singapore noodles. Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong at China City. Their egg rolls are fucking good. Yeah. I'm putting it in S tier because I haven't had something that's better than it. And I'm in LA, which is the fucking, like, boiling pot of, like, cultures.
Like I say, whatever you want, you can probably find it here.
Yeah. Or melting pot, not boiling pot. My fucking
Similar
brain's
enough.
all whacked today. What?
Similar enough.
Yeah.
If it's boiling, could be melting. You never know.
It could be. Okay. So, shit. This isn't in alphabetical order.
Wow.
Trying to like cross off the things that we've done. There we go. Yeah, so we already have 2 S's. Like, if it's not clear, at least I hold Lake Placid dear in terms of food quality. If there's one thing, because like I think I kind of hate Lake Placid, but I like it's great for foodies.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I do think that's probably just a byproduct of it being a tourist town. Is like they need to be good.
Good local food.
Yeah, so you can. I mean, yeah, locals, but like, I mean, at least like from personal experience, like you kind of like the locals definitely are a lot like smaller percentage than.
Yeah, one of the biggest like disappointments in LA is going somewhere thinking, "Oh, this shit's so good," and then like finding out that it's a chain and there's like 12 of them. Or like they're everywhere, and it's just like, damn it, I thought I found a cool local place. Nope, never. It's so fucking rare. But yeah, Lake Placid, almost most of the things on here are just like, there's one of them, it's in Lake Placid.
Yep, your local mom. Well, I wouldn't say mom pot owned, but
Yeah, depends on the place.
yeah, as long as it's not Secunjan owned.
We don't have to call them out. All right, what do we got? This one, let's do one that's closed down. Wait, why did I put this here?
What?
This isn't closed down.
What?
Price Chopper. I think I just forgot that I was putting closed down things here.
I mean, like, it's different enough. Like, it's a supermarket.
Some people are like, why the fuck are they talking about Price Chopper? Because they're like all over New York and maybe into a couple other states. I don't know.
Yeah, they go west a little bit, but probably not.
It's a grocery store, so we should, I guess, explain that it's on here because, I don't know. We're not talking about like shit like McDonald's that is like literally everywhere, but Price Chopper, as far as we know, is like kind of a North Country thing. Kind of.
Yeah. And they do stuff like pizza, like their own bread, their own, well, I wouldn't say deli meat, but they cut their own deli meat.
Yeah,
They
it's
make their own
like
sandwiches.
it's like if we were rating Ralph's in LA. I find a lot of places have their own like grocery store chain. It's kind of weird. Like Florida, they have Publix. In Arizona, there's a lot of like Winn-Dixie, and I know there's like Winn-Dixie's other places. And like it's like how that movie got its name about the dog.
I've noticed it's kind of like that pharmacies, which I know is kind of a separate topic. But like we have Kenny's on the East Coast, but then
Yeah,
like you have like
Kenny's.
CVS out here.
That's
A lot
true.
of CVS's.
And there's like, I think there's CVS there too. I just don't. I'm not positive.
Yeah, I think there is one now. But I think it's like a recent addition. I think I could be wrong.
Yeah, we had Kenny's. We had
A Rite Aid.
Eckerd.
Oh yeah, Eckerd's.
That was a
Eckerd's
thing.
became Kenny's.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know
there
if
you go.
I don't remember if that was a rebranding, like another company bought it or what took over. Blah blah blah. It became Kenny's at the end of the day.
Look at us embracing our ignorance. We don't know. We don't know, and you shouldn't judge us.
We were like young teenagers at best when this happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like we looked further into the history of Eckerd or
It's just one day it closed and then it became Kenny's, and we just kind of moved on with our lives because it didn't impact us.
We had the IGA at one point. We had Nice and Easy. Those disappeared.
Yeah.
All right, back to the list. Price Chopper.
Food.
Yeah, it's on here. Get over it. It's a grocery store. There's a lot of them, and it's not
Yeah.
that special.
Like I mentioned, they make their own pizza in house. Make their own their rotisserie, their own chicken.
If you want to rate this one, you can, because honestly, I haven't had the like Price Chopper food. I mean, I guess I probably have because like my parents probably had me growing up on it.
Yeah,
But
their donuts are good.
I can't point. Yeah, that's true.
I know because I know we've had that together.
We have. I can't point to like anything that's Price Chopper and like specifically remember what it tastes like. I just think of Price Chopper as a grocery store, and I feel like if I was gonna rate it, I would rate it as a grocery store, and that's not that helpful.
Yeah, I mean, like, if we want to stay on topic, I'd say like their pizza, like, it's greasy as all hell, and like, it's not. I wouldn't say this is something you go out of your way to order. Like, it's something you crave for some reason. And it's also yeah, or just like an impulse buy. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like you're walking through Price Chopper, you see pizza, and you're like, yeah, I could go for some of that. It's not something I feel like you would actively like seek out, if that makes sense.
No. But it's decent.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say it's bad. It's homemade pizza at the end of the day.
Is Price Chopper a C tier, or what do you think?
I would say it's a C tier. Like it's food, like their sandwiches. Recently, I actually brought their bread. Wasn't really much to write home about. Yeah, like their sandwiches, their deli meat's good. But yeah, I'd say it's food you buy after work, so you don't have to cook at home.
As the iconic Silent Hill 3 quote says, "It's bread.
Bread.
It's bread." All right.
But yeah, lazy after work food. It's serviceable. It's not bad, but it's not good.
It'll do. All right. There's Price Chopper. This one. Okay.
What is
All right,
it?
I guess we're doing both of these in a row. We got Stewart's.
Another
Another-
kind of another chain.
It's a convenience store, gas
station.
station, ice cream shop.
I think I would say it's probably known for its ice cream. They
Yeah,
market
for-
the thing because they market the fuck out of it.
For some reason, it is.
Yeah,
Ooh, shots fired. No, everyone likes Stewart's ice cream. I worked at Stewart's for a year. It felt like 5 years. Yeah, I did not like working at Stewart's. and I do not recommend it.
That's probably just retail as a whole, though.
Yeah, probably.
Especially because like that Stewart's does get pretty busy,
Yeah, it does.
and it always has like 2 people on at a time at all times.
Yeah, and I started like on the 4th of July or like the night before. I remember thinking it was a pretty bad time to start there.
Yeah, and like you started working like right after high school, right? Or what?
Yeah.
So like we just turned 18, or we're about to turn 18. Some
think
around
so.
that.
18 or 19, I really can't remember.
So yeah, being thrown right into like retail it's kind of traumatizing.
Yeah, it sucked. Not a fan. But
10 out of 10 wouldn't recommend.
But I've never been the guy who's like weird about going into work, like going into Stewart's just because I work there. I'd still go there like every day.
Yeah, we'd get done work and he'd come pick me up, and then we would just go to Stewart's.
Yeah, we would go to Walmart in Plattsburgh at 4 a.m. or at like 2 a.m. and then like come back. Stewart's would be reopening, and I would like go there for breakfast.
Yeah, just saying hi to the other shift.
Yeah. So I guess when it comes to Stewart's, they do have their own ensemble of food. And honestly, I like a good portion of it. I don't think it's good, but I like it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like I do Price Chopper, except for I do like their pizza. Their pizza is a lot better.
I don't wait, pizza from Price Chopper?
No, sorry, Stewart's. I like Stewart's pizza better.
So I don't like Stewart's pizza unless it has a ranch base, I think. I don't know. I don't like their sauce, I think. Because I don't like their cheese or pepperoni, but I love their buffalo chicken, and I still get it every time I go.
I think I usually just kind of grab whatever's there, to be honest. Like, I think I had a meat lovers one night, which is what I usually don't get.
Right.
But it was like I got done work, and I saw that pizza staring at me, and I stared right back, and I was like, I'll have that.
I mean, I don't think it's the worst thing. I think it's better than like 7-Eleven pizza.
I haven't had.
I hate it. But it's cheap as fuck. It's like $5 for a whole pizza.
God dang.
Yeah, but it's garbage.
That probably speaks for itself with a price like that.
Yeah. I think Stewart's pizza, though. Yeah, for me, it's got to be buffalo chicken, or I'm going to be disappointed because I think it's just their sauce kills it for me. It's like kind of a sweeter sauce, but it's also kind of just bland sauce.
Yeah.
It's like not the worst thing if you're like desperate for some food.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's kind of like how I feel like I said about Price Chopper. It's like once you're done work and you're hungry, it's there.
It's fine. Yeah.
You're hungry enough.
But like not to shit on their food in general because I genuinely like their buffalo chicken pizza and I go on my way to get it. I genuinely like their apple fritters a lot, which is random, but like they're fucking good. Big fan of those. And I did like their fucking sandwiches a lot, but then like they stopped doing custom sandwiches.
Yeah, that sucks. Because their pre-mades kind of suck.
They kind of fucking suck. Yeah.
Like I used to like them, but I don't know what they do differently. Like I bought one within the last couple of months. I think ironically like Iron Man Day. I think. No, I didn't know. That was not Iron Man.
It's really not good.
But yeah, there was just something about it, like I think it may have been the bread, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
because it just sits there.
They used to do customs, and they would have like pre-made ones, but like they were made in store daily, and they just stopped doing that. And like even the ones that were made in store daily were still pretty good. Like they were better than Subway. I mean, that might be controversial on this couch because I know you like Subway, but having been shown other like sub places, I'm not big on Subway anymore. But yeah, I think Stewart's was better personally than Subway for sandwiches.
I don't know. I honestly don't think I had that many custom sandwiches there. I think maybe 2.
All right. They got decent hot dogs.
I know their meatball subs have gone down in quality.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I had one in the last couple months.
Wait, we're talking Stewart's, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Those weren't bad though. Like I guess if they've gone down in quality, then all right. But they were good.
Yeah, because I mean, like I'll never forget the time I was driving.
Yeah,
and I was eating one,
and I took a picture.
Yeah, but like it was good. But there's something about it. Like I don't know if I just got them on a bad day, but like the cheese was just like cooled, but it was like so it was like rubbery.
Yeah,
and it's like the bread was clearly like it was sitting out for a couple hours and was not fresh, and it was very miserable.
That's not fun.
Probably the worst meatball sub I've ever had in any establishment.
Well, that's not good praise, but those things were definitely good before.
Yeah, they were definitely good. Yeah.
I mean, I'm judging it on what I like have eaten, I guess.
Yeah, that's just my most recent experience.
I know they've got other shit I like, and they have I would get their mac and cheese, and then I would fucking put some Frank's Red Hot in there. That shit was good.
They do like these double burgers now.
Okay, so the burgers are like definitely not quality, but I did like them.
They smell weird, to be completely honest.
Really weird.
They smell weird, to be completely honest.
Like dog food.
Like maybe it's the cheese. I think it might be the cheese, but like it's not enough where like it's overpowering. Like you can still eat it, and like it tastes like a burger, like pulled out of the freezer, warmed up, had some cheese slightly melted on it, put on buns, and then wrapped into like a warmer. That's what it is.
Yeah, and then they would have like quote unquote bacon on it, which was like a flat circle of bacon. It was kind of weird, but it tasted fine.
I think the one I got didn't have that. I think it was, like I said, double burger, where it's just two burgers and two cheese. Yeah, it depended if you got
that. Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of most of this shit. There, of course, are some things that I'm just not as big on, but like, I don't think any of it's like terrible. It's just like you can get some really bland food, or you could get some surprisingly good food.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's a convenience store gas station.
Yeah, and we didn't talk about the ice cream, which I mean, I just think the ice cream is definitely nothing to write home about, personally. But if you're at a gas station at 11 o'clock and you see that there's ice cream, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, in my opinion, if you compare it to any like other ice cream establishment that I've had,
it's like an actual ice cream place. Yeah.
For gas station ice cream, it's good.
Yeah, like if this was a gas station ice cream tier list, it'd probably be like an ARS, but like that's not what we're doing.
Yeah, and I do think I do think the fact that it has decent ice cream, and they have like, generally adds like good points to it.
And they have like 25 flavors, so the variety is there. And they change seasonally, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. This is where it gets weird. Because I definitely think it's better than Price Chopper.
Yeah, certainly. I would say B.
Yeah.
I would say.
So the funny thing about that is that now we're going to put it in B. I mean, as a personal, like, Stewart's in my heart is like A or S, because it's a place that I go multiple times a day when I'm home. Like, I just can't get enough of going to Stewart's, but like
it's a convenience store.
Yeah, but I'm also gonna be like real and acknowledge that it's definitely like probably B tier. The funny thing about that is now it's in the column with Steak and Seafood or Great American Brewing Co., which is like a super fancy, like high end, like quality food place, and we're like, yeah, it's as good as Stewart's.
That's why we're unrelatable.
Yeah.
we probably say that like once or twice every podcast.
Yeah.
This is why we're unrelatable.
Yeah. Grain of salt. This is the Grain of Salt podcast. Okay. Okay. All right. Stewart's.
All right.
Stewart's. How about this one? The Corner Store.
Dude.
We're getting all these types of places right now.
Yeah, this is a convenience store as well that actually does do a surprising amount of like food.
Good sandwiches.
I haven't tried their pre-done meals. Like I think I've seen you get maybe like a mac cheese or something like that. I think like maybe a potato salad. I think I've seen you get.
Oh, probably mac salad, and I would shout out Stewart's mac salad also. I think it's decent.
But there's that. But yeah, there's sandwiches. Oddly, they have soft serve ice cream. I've never got.
It's good. No, it's good.
I think I've gotten like once or twice, but their sandwiches.
Their sandwiches are like top tier.
It's weird because I'm pretty sure they actually advertise their soft serve outside, but not their sandwiches. But everyone gets their sandwiches.
Their sandwiches are definitely better than Stewart's even in their prime.
Yeah.
So
sometimes like there have been times where like because I'm in walking distance, like a 5 to 10 minute walk of the corner store. I'm just.
Straight up doxing ourselves now.
I didn't see which direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, just search my area. But Yeah, I just would leave my house, just go get a sandwich, and just like, yep, there you go. I wanted a sandwich.
There it is, and I'll grab some Doritos while I'm here too.
They do have those.
They got slush puppies. Yeah, I mean they don't get credit for the slush puppies, but they do have them.
That's like saying they have good Mountain Dew.
Yeah, yeah. If we're, I mean, I think like they do have some other stuff, but mostly it's their soft serve and sandwiches. And like if we're just going based off of that, I mean, I do think quality wise, they've got to be above Stewart's. They got to be A tier.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going on just their sandwiches
and ice cream.
Yeah, I would say A.
Yeah, I think they also have like hot dogs or something. They have like a few like kind of deli items that I haven't had, but like I have no reason to question their quality.
And that's oddly, it's another one of those places that there's only like 2 people ever there,
Yeah,
and like their stuff's pretty good quality. I feel like.
I agree. Yeah, I mean I'm down for A because it's like yeah,
It's a pretty goddamn good sandwich.
Price Chopper C, Stewart's is better than that, and then Corner Store's better than that. So up your name.
It did get. Don't forget, like as corny as it is, like they do have awards for like best convenience store in like the area.
Does it win?
Like apparently they like I remember they just like have it like plaqued on the wall, and it's like you're really proud of that, aren't you?
Yeah, they are. They should be. They made good sandwiches.
I mean, it's quite literally on the corner of a main street,
Yeah.
Arcas main highway. So yeah, I guess that would make sense to be the best convenience store. It's pretty convenient.
It is pretty convenient. It is pretty good. I mean, that Stewart's on Main Street's super convenient too, but yeah.
Yeah, apparently not convenient enough.
Apparently.
You got to come into Lake Placid.
Yeah. Well, let's do this one. All right. We got another pizza place.
What?
But it's a dead pizza place.
What?
You know what it is. We're talking about Johnny's / Frankie's, which was... That's an interesting building, which has now turned into a plot of ground.
Yeah, they're starting to build stuff there, but it's still like up in the air of what that's even going to be.
It used to be a movie rental place.
Yes, years ago, I'd go there and rent. I don't remember now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, no, I remember. Okay. Yeah, I would. I remember when I was a kid, I would rent Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, I was gonna
the first one.
I was gonna say I rented games there a lot, but I was renting like kind of weird games that I can't remember at all.
Yeah. There's something about just. I remember as a kid, there was something about just the original Smash Bros. I just kept renting it over and over again, but like when did I even like play it that much? I don't know.
Yeah, weirdly enough, we had 2 video rental stores.
I don't. Yeah, maybe they did coexist
The other one
together.
was near you.
Yeah, near the corner store.
Yeah, it was called Video One, I think.
Yeah, I didn't remember if they coexisted at one point. I just, from my literally like 6-year-old memory, it was like one closed and then like the other one was there. So it's like I don't know if that was like the convenience of my parents not wanting to go up there or what.
I don't know. I mean,
I kind of just thought they moved, to be honest, as a kid.
the one closer to you was open longer, which was weird because the one that became this pizza place was definitely better in my opinion.
Fun fact though, apparently we ran into Bruce Springsteen at the old video store.
You did?
Apparently.
Wow.
Apparently, yeah, that's one of those stories my mom tells about like we were there looking at movies.
It's weird that she even knows who he is to me. But yeah.
I mean, I guess she loved his music, but yeah, there was something about like I don't remember. I think there was like a man that was he was obviously Bruce Springsteen was renting movies and he was leaving, and I guess she just didn't recognize him. So like we passed him going in, and the clerk or whatever was like, "Guys, that was Bruce Springsteen," and then my mom was like, "What?" And like I'm just like a 4-year-old, and so like I don't give a shit. But it's kind of like apparently that happened because I think he had like a summer home there or something like that because his daughter participated in the horse show.
Yep.
That we have.
Yep.
I mean, we got off topic, but yeah, that's a little fun fact for you.
Lana Del Rey's from Lake Placid too, and our music teacher probably thinks that she's amazing because of it.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway,
tangents.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that building because like it was definitely most important to me as the video rental store. And I was pretty bummed out when it went out of business because I went there for games and movies a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
And I remember the lady who owned it, and they had like one of those things. What do you call it? Like at like the grocery stores, where they'll have like a little twisty, and you put in a quarter and twist it, and you get like a gumball. I don't know what those machines are called, just like gumball machines. But like she had like
I think that's just what people call them.
yeah, she had like a gumball machine filled with like balls of like tickets, and like you would do it, and you could like win free movie rentals and stuff. And I always played it, and I'm like, I think we just wasted a lot of money doing that instead of just like renting movies.
Yeah, I think they're just called gumball vending machines.
Yeah. God, I have like such fleeting memories of that place. So that story wasn't very good, but definitely like a staple of my childhood. And yeah, it became Johnny's. It became Frankie's first.
And back to get on topic.
And I'm pretty sure Frankie's and Johnny's were the same place, and they just changed the name for whatever reason.
Because they were bought by that one family.
What?
Yeah, I think.
By that one family. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always I remember when it was Frankie's and when it was Johnny's. Like I remember seeing the same guy working there.
Yeah, I literally, I think they literally just bought it and changed the name.
Yeah. So
I think even the menu was the same one, like very tiny,
yeah, it was
very tiny adjustments at best.
And then it didn't last that long. Johnny's was only around for a few years, I feel like.
Yeah.
But
it's weird to think that was open when we were in high school.
Yeah. We ordered from it often enough. At least I definitely did. I did have different people over sometimes, and we would order different places and different things. So I don't know how often me and you ordered there, but I definitely ordered there a good amount.
It definitely depended on our mood. If like we wanted buffalo chicken, then we'd go to Johnny's.
Yeah, Johnny's had the buffalo chicken.
Like that was something like they were just really good at it.
For some reason, the rest of their pizza, honestly, not great.
Yeah, their appetizers are pretty good. Like their boneless.
Decent.
I think it was like boneless wings.
Yeah, their boneless wings were good.
But I think that was like literally the only appetizer that was really worth your time.
That's also true. Everything else there was like, it's all right.
Yeah.
So basically, we're judging it based off of
buffalo chicken pizza,
boneless chicken, and buffalo chicken pizza. And I guess it should be worth mentioning that like most of the rest of the menu wasn't really worth your time.
Yeah, I don't remember it even having that big of a menu to begin with.
This is probably like a B tier. If it's not B, it's C.
Yeah, I think.
But they were like the place for buffalo chicken, and the boneless wings were solid. So it B or C, I think.
Yeah, I think B. Yeah, like that buffalo chicken really carries it. I'll be honest.
It was fucking good.
Me personally, other than, and this is gonna sound really strange, other than buffalo chicken I made at Bosie's during my senior year of high school, I have not had a buffalo chicken better than Johnny's.
I don't think I have either. They honestly had really good buffalo chicken pizza. The only one that would rival it for me was Bullwinkle's, which is weird to say also because they're just a bowling alley, but they had surprisingly good food. They're not on this list because, well, I don't know. I guess probably because I didn't think of it because they're not around anymore. But
yeah, it was a bowling alley, so I know
good food.
Yeah, like yeah, you can get food, but well, I guess you could have. That's Big Z's.
Yeah, and I haven't been there, obviously. I really liked Bullwinkle's buffalo chicken pizza. Maybe a little more than Johnny's, but Johnny's was like definitely... It's definitely like the best buffalo chicken I've had otherwise.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't remember...
Not the easiest pizza to pull off.
Yeah, I don't remember what Bullwinkle's tasted like. For some reason, I remember you hyping it up, and I remember being kind of underwhelmed.
Wow.
That's all I remember.
They use Frank's Red Hot, which is the way to go, and then they would like melt it with butter to make it like more mild, and then that would be like the sauce, and then their cheese was just good for some reason. And then they use like their chicken tenders like on the pizza. Their chicken tenders are also always good.
Yeah.
So,
Chicken tenders is like one of those foods that I feel like is hard to fuck up.
yeah.
Mainly because it's frozen and you just have to buy it and throw it in a deep fryer.
Yeah. All right. So that's Johnny's / Frankie's.
It exists. Well, it existed.
It existed. And yeah, B tier. B tier for that good buffalo chicken. All right.
It carries hard.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Carried. Past tense is very important.
Yeah, something in your mind isn't letting go of it.
I'm thinking about it in the present.
Let's do Lisa G's.
I barely remember it.
Controversial. I say it's G tier. No. Probably actually controversial because as many years as pass and as much as like my palate expands and I like enjoy new foods and trying new things and just because I was a picky eater when I was younger too.
Yeah, me too.
But no matter like how far my palate has expanded, I still can't find anything that I really like that much at Lisa G's. And it's controversial in Lake Placid because it seems to be like one of our highest rated restaurants.
Yeah, like I say, it always seems so popular. There's never parking there.
It is really
Ever.
popular. My parents love it. They go there like twice a week, it feels like.
Yeah.
Still to this day. They always like bring me there, especially when I'm home. Like they always want to go out to Lisa G's one of the nights, and like I guess like they're good people who work there. They're friends with my parents, and like I'm not trying to say any shit about them really, but it's always underwhelmed me, and I've never been able to find anything there that I really liked.
Well,
just personally,
I almost suggested I was like we should eat there whenever you come back, but it sounds like you do that every time you come
every
home.
time. Yeah.
I haven't done that since we were
with my parents.
we would have been like 8 or 9.
Wow. Okay,
So
yeah, that's a long time ago.
So I can't really comment. I remember. I mean, probably got chicken tenders because I was a kid.
Probably.
So like,
their menu's weird though. Like, I mean, it definitely is for people who have that like higher palate, I guess. I don't know how to put it. Like almost everything on the menu I feel like has some like more exotic ingredient or like weird combination that just like isn't going to be for the average palate, which is like cool. That's good. Like foodies have at it, and I'm a foodie, but like I kind of like junk sometimes.
Do you remember any examples?
I mean, I can pull up the menu, but I know like when they have like cheese on anything, it's always some kind of like cheese that I'm not about, like goat cheese or something like that.
Yeah, that seems to be a big thing. Like, I feel like I never knew about goat cheese. I mean, like, I knew they had goat milk, but like, it wasn't until I personally started working at a restaurant that I saw like goat cheese is like pretty popular.
I've never been big on it.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes the smell alone is enough to like kind of push me away. I'll be honest, and that's with working with it. But yeah, it's not really that impressive of a cheese, in my opinion.
Yeah, and obviously we have palates that are newbie. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up their menu just to give you a little taste of what they offer.
I do think they probably do a lot of goat cheese because we have a lot of goat farms around here. Like Asgard's a big one. Well, I guess not around here, but around home. Like the Asgard farm, I think is in Jay, so it's like within an hour of Lake Placid.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and that's a pretty big goat farm.
So, and they have feta. Yeah, I fucking hate feta. I'm sorry, I always have.
For some reason, I like working with feta, but like I don't like eating it.
I just think it's so nasty. And blue cheese, I guess like half the cheeses I really don't like, and the other half is like my favorite thing on earth.
Yeah, blue cheese is the same thing. Like I really want to do something with blue cheese, but like, well, I guess we'll get into that later. But my boss won't let us get it.
Wow,
it's expensive.
Wow.
I like working with blue cheese, but I don't want to eat it. I can't not think of it being mold.
Yeah. I mean, and to me, it just tastes like that. It just tastes like it's gone bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's weird because like people actually pay good money for stinky cheese.
Yep.
Stinkier the better, apparently, for cheese people.
Yep.
Big cheese.
Here we go. Yeah, they've got... So, Lisa G's menu. They've got the chicken fajita nachos. I mean, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cheese treat, which is broiled feta, spicy brown sugar marinade, arugula, jalapeno grilled bread. It's like that just sounds really like a strange combination to me, but like...
Wait, that was all one thing?
People, yeah.
Everything you just said.
People with a higher palate are like better than me and they like it, but I'm kind of like, why?
Yeah, like the arugula on, because it was like what, arugula on toasted bread,
broiled feta, spicy brown sugar marinade, arugula, jalapeno, and grilled bread.
Yeah, I was gonna say the arugula, jalapeno, and grilled bread sounds fine, but then it sounds like you're just putting way too much on.
Cheese treat. Yeah, calamari, that shit's good. They got like the normal. Calamari. They got wings, which wings is usually not my go-to at a restaurant personally.
Yeah, that's definitely like a pizza type place. Like you order it, you don't go to a restaurant, get wings.
Here you go.
I mean, I know people do.
Moroccan burrito, chickpeas, roasted red pepper, onion, spinach, shallots, feta, and tahini wrapped in tortilla and topped with tzatziki. I'm trying to find some of the things that are a bit weirder.
Cause yeah, that sounds weird, but at the same time, like, it also sounds fine. But it definitely sounds weird in the context of Lake Placid, because like it is kind of weird stuff.
Here's the first thing listed on their menu: red lentil dal. It says red lentils and sweet potatoes stewed with tomatoes, ginger, garlic and spices, jasmine rice, pickled onion, cilantro, and avocado. Which is like,
yeah, it sounds like there's a lot going on. Like, I feel like I would need to see these. Like,
they've got normal stuff too. I'm noticing that like there's more normal stuff than I recall, but it's just it's C tier. I don't know. At least for me right now, it's just it's one of those places that I'm proud to admit that I'm probably wrong here because everyone thinks it's the best place in town, but this is just my take. I prefer a lot of places to Lisa G's in Lake Placid.
It's been way too long for me to make a solid comment or a fair comment.
Yeah, and like, again, I wouldn't wish any harm on their business. They seem like good people and my parents love it. So I'm just saying, not my thing. All right, here we go. Emma's ice cream. Emma's soft serve ice cream. It's hard when it comes to soft serve to really like make a difference between them because they're all good.
Yeah.
Soft serve is like a Lake Placid staple. It's just like a North Country staple.
Yeah, even though they only serve it like 1 month out of the year. It's just I know it's like 2 months,
but everyone has it, and it's all similar, and it's all really good. That's how I feel.
Yeah. I mean, we only have like 4 soft serve. 5.
That is a lot.
Yeah, so it's like
for a small ass town like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was thinking of the one in Saranac. I mean, I was gonna say like our general area. There's only like 5, I think.
Emma's might get points because they're open all year. At least it used to.
Is that the one past Saranac?
It's on Main Street.
Oh, that one. I forget about that one. I'll be completely honest.
I think,
but I do like it now.
It definitely used to be open all year. I think it might still be.
Yeah, I think so because I think they do other stuff other than ice cream now. I think like they have boba.
That's
I think.
I didn't know that there was boba in Lake Placid.
Yeah, I mean I think it's boba, just not like in the sense of boba like the shop.
I'm gonna have a hard time putting any place like this below A because I think we have some great fucking soft serve ice cream in Lake Placid, and I long for it when I'm in LA, and I can't just find simple vanilla chocolate twist soft serve. Like it's kind of rare out here to just find a simple like custardy not gourmet or anything, just like that good ass tasting soft serve ice cream. And yeah, because like that's all they do, right? So I'm only gonna judge it based on like what they're there to provide. And for what they're there for, I think it's A tier.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they do other stuff nowadays.
It's not bad.
I just haven't had their other stuff.
From what I recall, I think they do like the edible cookie dough now.
Yeah, I think they do that.
I think they do hard ice cream as well. Obviously they do all like the variants that most ice cream places do of like sundaes.
I think like your obligatory like ice cream desserts, kind of like an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
but I think they also have like a good assortment of flavors, given what it is. Yeah, I would go A for Emma's.
Yeah.
For what it is, again, like that's another weird thing about this, because that means we're putting that over like some legit restaurants, but that's just how it is, baby. Emma's.
It do be like that.
Yeah, it be like that on the Grain of Salt podcast. I'm changing the name, obviously. Just kidding. There probably already is a podcast named that.
Probably.
Here, this Smoke Signals. Very popular restaurant. I've never understood why.
I was going to say, I've only been there, but not to eat, and it was for open mic, so I am clueless.
You saw someone play an open mic?
Yeah, me and you. We went inside Nick Sulpa.
Wow. All right.
And then we left.
I would warn you about name dropping, but I really feel like no one's ever going to listen to this. So,
It could
hey,
be,
he's a musician.
It could be censored in post.
He's a musician, so he probably appreciates the attention anyway.
The attention of like us and like maybe one other person.
Yeah. Good luck spelling his name anyway. All right.
Yeah.
Smoke Signals. I've never been blown away by Smoke Signals, and I've tried it at least 3 times. Honestly, I think I've gotten their like tacos, like barbecue tacos or something. They've got like barbecue stuff, but also just like standard type of thing you would find in Lake Placid, like salads, and your normal assortment of generic American restaurant. Brandon went to the bathroom, I think, so it's just me right now. And I have heartburn, so excuse me. Smoke Signals is another one that, in my current recollection, I can't say it's my favorite. I would probably have to put it also in the C tier with Lisa G's. So now I've rated 2 pretty freaking popular Lake Placid restaurants in the C tier, which is why we specified not to take us too seriously today. He's coming back right now. I put Smoke Signals in the C tier. Welcome back.
It wouldn't be our podcast if I didn't have to use the bathroom halfway through.
Yeah, I was thinking of going to get heartburn pills, but I didn't want to stop. Well, heartburn pills, just like Tums.
Yeah.
But to do that, we would need one that you can talk about for a minute. So maybe we can do that. And I'll go grab... Yeah, how about we do that? Let's talk about The View, the place you work. Go for it. I'm going to go grab Tums.
Oh boy. Yeah, so I work at the restaurant, The View, and we're part of a hotel, the Mirror Lake Inn. Very, very well rated. I'm gonna try my best to not sound like bias, because I do work there, and I do have a supervisor style position. But our food's all right. Our service is pretty good. I feel like our service is pretty good. But that's not what this is about. Our food, it's good food. But I wouldn't say we do like anything above average. No one say above average. I'm kind of downplaying. Like, we don't specialize in anything.
Have you gone into how you're one of the best restaurants in the world?
No, I left.
Or is it just New York?
I kind of left that part out. Yeah. Our owner Ed. I guess we could. I don't know. Would that be considered public knowledge? I mean, like the owner of a hotel.
I don't know. I guess so.
Because I guess you could just look it up.
You just said Ed, so
Yeah.
it's not like
Yeah, that's fair. So I mean, like I said, you can Google it on Google, and like it's all public information. Anyways, he likes to brag that I think it's TripAdvisor.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty consistently like number 1 and 2, and bounce back and forth for New York State, and I think we're the highest rated restaurant outside of New York City. He likes to brag about it. I don't know how much that stands today. It's been
in New York or in the United States?
New York City, yeah, New York State.
Yeah.
Specifically New York State.
Yep.
He likes to brag about it. I haven't heard him brag about it personally since for a couple years now.
Oh.
Because we don't really do many like employee meetings anymore, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
So
thanks, COVID. No.
So I don't know if we still are highly rated. We could be.
I think you are.
But
I don't know on like the big scale, but yeah.
So yeah, we are highly rated. So there's always, pressure to do good so we can keep that reputation. But yeah, I do feel like though that our food, we have good food, but I don't feel like we specialize in anything anymore. Like,
I ate there once, and it was when you brought us there.
yeah,
That was the View, right?
that was the bistro.
Okay,
It was
so-
before we condensed our restaurants into one.
So can we count that experience towards this or not? Because otherwise, it's just got to be you. Because I've only had that.
I would say partially no, because like it's different service, different menu entirely.
Well, now the pressure's on because you got to rate your own restaurant.
Yeah.
If I mean, my input from the bistro probably would have been a bistro.
Well,
I mean, it was good. It was good. It was definitely like considering like the price of everything, which you got us that discount. So, but
even more of a discount.
the natural price was definitely playing into that because it was like good, but not the best I've ever had, and it was definitely overpriced.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. Yeah, we're considered fine. I would say we're fine dining.
Yeah.
So capitalism. We gotta gotta up percentage everything, especially nowadays under this new management we have. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where, like I said, we do have good food. It's just like, to be blunt, we're kind of inconsistent. It matters who's cooking.
And does it seem fair with the price?
Absolutely not.
That's something to consider then.
Like I said, I'm only in like a minor supervisor type position, so I have absolutely control over nothing except for just making sure people do what my manager wants him to do, and it just stays within those guidelines, or else I have no say in the menu, ingredients, or anything.
Yes.
So that's a thing.
That's awesome.
But
yes.
Well, what? Calling a cat. Yeah, I don't know. Like our appetizers, I'll be honest, leave more to be desired. They kind of suck. I'll be honest.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't have we don't have like even something basic like a Caesar salad.
Well,
and it's like I feel like that's just kind of like
that'd be disappointing to Maddie if I brought her.
Yeah, like it's something simple that like everyone loves a Caesar salad, especially with slap some chicken on the side. There you go. But it's like we don't even do that. And then our hot appetizers, we basically just sell fritters, like these risotto fritters, and like bucatini pasta. And it's like, well, it's nothing really to write home about. So it's like our appetizers kind of suck, to be honest. And but it's like, but our entrees, like it's like
getting cold by the fire.
Yeah. Like our entrees, like at the end of the day, like our fillet steak is pretty good. Our chicken's pretty good. Our sea bass seems to be pretty freaking popular. We have a gnocchi and a beef cheek. It's just like it's good stuff. It's just I don't think we do it exceptionally, if that makes sense.
In the price, I mean, to me
the price is stupid. An 8-ounce fillet with, I personally will do like a pretty big scoop and a half of like mashed potatoes, some sauce, veggies, and like some like potato strings. Like so it's basically chips but strings, and it's $82.
All right,
and it's still one of our best sellers, and that is mind blowing to me, especially when my boss admitted he would never pay for that. And that kind of...
That doesn't help.
And it's like... Yeah, he said he wouldn't even pay for it with an employee discount. Which is like, bro, maybe we should lower the price.
Maybe. But it sells. It's the best seller.
Yeah, I mean, like, because like he will fully admit that he is a capitalist. So there's that.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where like I feel like if I was a new worker, I probably wouldn't work there. But I am at 7.5 years.
Yeah.
I've worked my way up, and I make a pretty good pay. We're going way off topic here, but I don't want to leave anyway. Right. So, anyways, like,
this is now the therapy session.
Yeah. But it's like,
well,
I already kind of gave my piece. Yeah, we have good.
I would
food.
say, as far as your opinion on the food, it's got to be B tier, because it sounds very similar to what I've said about steak and seafood. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's quality, but it's way overpriced.
Yeah, that's if anything, because like I would say if we're talking,
and
like,
it's not the best.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like we're talking about like if you were to order, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Like if we're talking about just the food, I would almost say A, because like the filet and the chicken, those are fucking good.
I mean, that's fair, but like, definitely when you consider the price.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But yeah, the price drags it down so much. And the fact that people keep buying it doesn't help, because it just keeps like validating my boss, and he keeps just raising the prices.
No, stop. Yeah, so well then you guys should be making more based on that, but you're probably not, because capitalism.
Like the restaurant or like workers?
Yeah, the workers.
I mean, like, I have no problem disclosing what I make. I mean, considering like it's us.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to do that, but if you want.
I mean, I make $21 an hour.
Yeah,
and on one of my supervisor shifts, I make $23 an hour.
I think that's good for that area. Obviously, in LA,
yeah, I mean the Lake Placid area, fucking good.
For LA, it's like the minimum wage is a lot higher, I think. So
yeah,
it's just different.
I mean, like this past week, I think with overtime, like I think before like even after taxes, I think I almost brought home $1,000.
Pretty good.
Which we are extremely off topic, because I don't know how to talk about myself, I guess.
Apparently. Well, now we know a little more about Brandon and his private job life, but it's not private anymore.
I guess, yeah, it's just all like the personal experience of like actually working there, I guess.
Yeah, why shouldn't you be able to talk about your experience? All right.
This is our podcast. But I just have B, yeah.
Are we going B?
I'd say B. The prices really hurt it. And like I do feel like I've said a couple of times, that we just don't specialize anything. Like we took our pot roast off, and like we took our pot roast and burger off, which is what you got the burger when you ate there. And
yeah, it was definitely solid. And again, not the best I've ever had, but very solid.
It was a 9-ounce burger not including the sides, and then a half a plate of fries. Like at one point that was worth $24, and like I'd argue that's pretty good.
It's not bad.
But that was way long in the past.
Especially in LA, that's like pretty much normal, yeah.
Yeah, so like that was way back in the day, but like yeah, we took the burger, the pot roast off the menu, and unironically, people have left because we don't serve those anymore.
Makes sense.
They come in, see the menu, and then they just leave. And I don't blame them at all. Because like it was a genuine appeal that people would come back.
You don't get
just
it.
to eat our food.
You don't get it. Sea bass. It's in.
What?
Sea bass. Bubble bass.
Yeah. Our sea bass is popular for just no reason.
Yeah, Lake Placid fish. That's interesting. But all right. Yes, we'll move on now. Put the view in the beat here, and we'll keep it going. We are talking about each of these like most of them we've had a fair amount to say, so I guess this isn't as short as I thought it might be.
Yeah, you said it probably like what, half an hour to 45 minutes.
I was like, this one will be short because like we kind of pounded through the last tier list, given how many things we had to rank. Like, there's not that many things on here, but we're talking about them a lot more. All right, with that in mind, let's do the Lake Placid Pub and Brewery, which is apparently the number one place. At least on like the menus website I was looking at, and it does like come up towards the top of like the best restaurants in Lake Placid for some reason also.
Yeah, that it is kind of strange. Like it does seem it does seem really strange. Like every time I drive by there, it is booked. Like I'd assume inside is busy, but like every time like outside is full of people.
Have you eaten there?
I have not.
I've eaten there probably about 5 times, and I like it. I guess I don't know what the prices are like nowadays, but it wasn't too expensive. It was like modest enough, from what I remember. You know what? I don't know. I think it's definitely solid, and looking at like what we've got on here, I think I would have to put it in the A tier, which we have been filling up the B and C's. So
yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I do think it's good. I don't think it's S tier, but it's like it's worth the hype to a degree. Like if you're visiting Lake Placid, go there. That's where we took Greg from the Bouncing Souls and his wife when they came into town to visit. We were like, hey, we want to take you to dinner, and we took them to the pub and brewery.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, I think it's good. I'd like to eat there again. I could probably judge it more accurately if I had eaten it within the last like 7 years, but I haven't. So, yeah,
we could probably do that whenever you visit.
I would think B tier. But I want to give it the benefit of the doubt because I'm just like seeing what's in B tier. I'm like, I think it's better than those for one reason or another. Because like, yeah, the view, like we just talked about, and then steak and seafood, like those are both quality, but the price drags them down. And then like Stewart's and Johnny's are like, I don't know. I think the Pub and Brewery deserves A tier in this particular list. LP. Pub and Brew. All right, sweet. Let's do Wise Guys. I'm a fan. You sound a little hesitant.
It's a little strange. Like I do remember, we've eaten there. Like we've eaten there like together like twice now, maybe even 3 times. But like oddly, I don't remember it all that well. Like I remember I've gotten chicken tenders there, and like I think I've gotten a sandwich, like a chicken sandwich there, but I don't remember.
Honestly, as far as quality goes, it's maybe a bit above average. It's not gonna blow your mind or like win any quality awards, I feel like, but it's a bit above average. As far as, again, just quality alone, like quality of the food. But flavor, it's fucking good. It tastes good. I love their turkey club back in the day. I haven't had it in a long ass time, but I used to be hyped to go get their turkey club. Their fries weren't bad. And I'm not like the biggest fry guy in the world, but their fries weren't bad, especially with some ketchup. Their nachos were pretty good. Like, I was never disappointed with anything I had on the menu, and it wasn't overly expensive anyway. It's pub food. It's bar food. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Oddly, one that is kind of a tangent. One of my funniest bar experiences was at Wise Guys. I don't know if I ever told you. Actually, maybe I did. It's not the whole story.
I think you did, but I don't remember. I just remember you had a story about Wise Guys.
Yeah. So there's a kid we grew up with. He's hit rock bottom, but he worked there as a bouncer allegedly.
Let's name him first and last name. No, I'm just kidding. He's hit rock bottom. It's time to shame him. No.
Yeah, he's at rock bottom, and allegedly he was a bouncer there. I never believed him.
Yeah.
But I was drinking with my cousin. Ironically, I think for a different birthday. I think it was my 22nd birthday.
All right.
But yeah, for some reason there's just something about he would just only hit me up to go drink together on our birthdays.
So it's about
yeah, like we were just drinking together, just catching up because we're about the same age. We're just kind of like we grew up together, so we're just catching up, having a drink together. And this kid this guy we grew up with, he's gone. He's fucking wasted.
And he's working there.
Yeah, and allegedly. And he's like, "Oh shit, it's your birthday. I got you." And like buys us both a round of drinks, some shots. And we just both of us kind of got 3 shots each off of him. So he ended up buying us 6 shots. And I remember being pretty buzzed, and I was like, "I'm hungry. I want chicken tenders." And there's something about like when I get buzzed, I just don't have a thinking process. I just do. So I was like, "I want chicken tenders," and just looked over and I was like, "Can I get chicken tenders?" Got chicken tenders. Well, well, the guy was just buying us shots, and there's something about it where like that's just still my funniest bar experience because I never thanked him, and I don't think I've seen him again since.
He bought you chicken tenders.
Well, no, I bought the chicken tenders, but like I said, just got shots off of him, and I don't think I've seen him again since.
Nice.
And I don't know if he ever knows because he was gone.
Yeah, who knows what's up with him?
So it was a pretty cheap birthday celebration, if you like, quote unquote, if you will.
And how were the chicken tenders?
Don't remember.
All right. Well, I gotta be real. I think it's also A tier because I haven't had a bad thing from there, and the prices, they're not gouging you.
Yeah,
they're open. They were like one of the places that was actually open really late. I don't think they're anymore because nowhere is.
Yeah, I think they're late. I don't know how late they are, but I think they're open late again because I mean it is a bar.
It used to be open till like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And we could get like nachos until then, and that's what I did sometimes.
Yeah, I remember I was getting back from a show. It was pretty late,
and I was just like, "Wise Guys."
Yeah, for me, I like downstate or something like that. So we'd have like an hour plus drive and be like, "Well, there's only one place open at this time."
Like it's weird that I feel like this, but I feel like Wise Guys maybe is thought of as overrated.
I think it kind of is, but I think that's probably because of like how much cheaper it is there, and it's like off of Main Street, so like all of, like the idiots are on Main Street.
Yeah, it's interesting because probably nothing in Lake Placid is legitimately overrated. At least not many things could be, because like no one even knows it exists in the grand scheme of things. But I like Wise Guys. Yeah, I put it in A tier. All right, sweet.
I have no argument. I just don't remember it for some reason.
The stuff that's landing in S tier seems to be the stuff that like I still haven't found a better alternative, even living in LA.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Next up, let's do Wyatt's. Have you had Wyatt's?
I have not.
All right, you're not a burrito guy. This is the burrito place you're talking about. It's definitely like I only had it a few times, I'll be real, because before it was Wyatt's, it was called Gordo's for like a very short amount of time. And that's when I first had it. And I was like, oh shit, this is just sick. It was before I ever heard of like Chipotle. And so it was like the first place I went that like you could just have them make you a burrito is like Moe's or Chipotle. And I thought it was like the sickest shit ever. It was like, it tasted good. I think he's checking how long we've been talking. Probably a long time, longer than we thought we would. Where are we at?
Yeah, not including
About
our
2 hours.
Yeah, about an hour 46,
Nice.
and that's including our like pre-record, like pre
There's a little
little
a
recording.
little bit. Back on Wyatt's. Yeah, honestly, like it's about as good as like Moe's, because it does have that. It feels a bit less fresh, like Moe's compared to Chipotle. It feels a bit more like artificial, like in a way, but like it's good. It tastes good, and again, kind of talking out my ass. I haven't had it in several years, but I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna go B because it's good. I honestly, like, if I had to just go off of my terrible recollection, I think I like Chipotle better. I think they're like, the ingredients taste like more real and fresh. Whether or not they are, I have no idea. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a B tier because I can think of a fast food place that I like better. Yeah, I didn't have a bunch to say about Wyatt's.
It's
It's good though. It's good.
Yeah, I feel like my only comment is it's surprising we have something like that in Lake Placid.
Yeah, at this point, it's like our own little Moe's Chipotle, that place. All right, let's knock out another pizza place.
Got like 3 more to go.
Yeah, we literally do. We do have 3 more to go. Do you want to knock out one that's around or not around?
We could do one that's around.
All right, let's do Main Street Pizza. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I don't like their pizza.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we 100% agree on it that their pizza is mid as fuck.
Never been a fan of their pizza.
But their appetizers actually, I would say, rival and or surpass Mr. Mike's. But just their appetizers.
I gotta know where that's coming from for you, because for me, I wouldn't say that, but there was like one of their appetizers that I was hooked on.
Yeah, I remember.
So what did you like from there?
I remember really liking their chicken sandwich. It was, I think it was a chicken parm.
Interesting.
And, yeah, their chicken parm, and I remember liking it a lot, and if it was more consistent than the mozzarella.
Oh yeah, consistency is a thing to talk about with them.
And it was like, because I think we got it maybe 2 or 3 times. We didn't go there very often for very obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was the same sandwich every time. But Mr. Mike's, it was a coin toss if I was gonna get the neat, not the right word, but get the good bread.
Yeah.
Bread can't. Well, I guess bread can be neat.
Yeah, bread can be neat.
Depends on how you slice it, literally.
Yeah. Quite literally.
But yeah, it was just the chicken parm sandwich was consistent and it was actually really good. But like that was the only, like I'd say that was like the only standout for me personally.
I can't comment on that. That's not looking good for them though, I'll say, because there's one good thing on the menu you can think of. For me, I think everything there, other than the pizza, which wasn't great, it was very mid. Usually I just straight up avoid ordering pizza from there. I ordered just appetizers.
Despite their name literally being Main Street Pizza.
Yeah.
They were barely on Main Street.
I had a phase where I would order their buffalo chicken nachos a lot. And like the weird thing about that is they weren't even great. But it was a craving. Their buffalo chicken was not great. It was like not grilled chicken, but it was like, like not skinned chicken. It was like cubed white chicken. And it had like pepper on it. It was like kind of spiced, but it was like really kind of like a sad chicken. And it was super inconsistent because sometimes they would fuck it with hot sauce, and it would just be hard to eat, and there would be jalapenos on it, and it would just it would be like too much, and it wouldn't taste like anything other than hot sauce, and that would be like on a bad day, and it was pretty common. They also like would fuck it with like the top of the nachos would be like covered in cheese, jalapenos, all the toppings. And then once you get like below it, it's just chips and chips and chips and chips, like layers of chips with nothing on them except like runoff of hot sauce, which was not appealing.
I was about to say, I think I finally remember you ordering that.
Yeah, it looked like a mound of cheese at first. And like that's like when it was good, it was because they like leveled out on the they didn't fuck it with hot sauce and jalapenos. They like did a decent amount and then like used a healthier portion of cheese. And you could kind of like get enough good bites in, and yeah. I don't know how to like go into more detail in a very meaningful way, but it was definitely a craving for a while, and there was a good like few months I feel like where I would order that at least weekly. And the funny thing is, I still can't vouch for it. It wasn't great, and there's nothing else there that I can remember being great. I think like we did order their other sides, but none of them were awesome. Like they had really run of the mill like jalapeno poppers, really run of the mill mozzarella sticks. It's not a great place.
It's really strange. I know we haven't really been talking about it, like the environment wise, but like, despite Mr. Mike's being the one with like the sketchy reputation,
like, it was nice in there.
Yeah, like I always felt like Main Street Pizza was a sketchy one. I don't know if that's
felt it inside. Yeah,
I was like, I don't know if that's just me, but there's something about every time I went inside, it just felt sketchy.
I don't think it is. It's just like I get you. It feels it.
Yeah,
it just simply feels it.
It's the vibe.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I didn't really even have anything positive to say about it, despite how many times I ordered it. I would feel comfortable putting it in D.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, good. Then, yeah. I was like, this might be one of the worst things on here. But you know what? I think it is a popular place. Like, some people in town order from there exclusively. I know that's where my ex's family ordered from.
Yeah. I mean, also, that was the closest one to them.
That's true.
I do think it is possible. It is probably also the most easily searched. Like, if you think about you like Placid Main Street Pizza.
It just keeps coming up for all the tourists. It's easy, and that's why it's still open to this day.
But that is a complete assumption, by the way.
Yeah, no. We're just, again, this is the Talking Out Our Ass podcast. All right.
We go through so many name changes.
Grain of Salt podcast. Yeah, people seem to like it, so whatever. Just our opinions.
We just don't like the pizza.
Just don't like the pizza. I imagine if we liked the pizza, things would be different. Anyway, let's go Simply Gourmet. Why not? You've never had it?
No, I think I went there with you and Skylar a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But it was just, I think maybe I need to give it another chance, but I remember, I don't know if it was because I was tired or what, not hungry, but I remember being pretty, like, underwhelmed by their menu and just not wanting anything.
That's very interesting. They have 46 sandwiches, and they used to have a location just called 46 Sandwiches. I don't know why it's like the same thing, but they call them different things.
Yeah, I remember just seeing the menu and all the choices, and I just felt like
it's all combinations that you wouldn't go for. That's for sure.
I remember just seeing it all, and it was just kind of nothing like I would personally go for.
They definitely have some like weird and strange choices among them. But I don't know, man.
Like, I feel like maybe present day me should go, because admittedly, working in a restaurant, I have gotten a lot less picky.
And we're in the sandwich club.
Hell yeah. So maybe I just need to give it another try. It has been like what? I think it's been like 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
It's probably been a while. I had it last time I was home. I gotta say, like, I think Simply is pretty great.
Yeah, I think it's been like 5 years since we went.
That makes sense, yeah. Yep. Oh, it would have been 2019 if Skylar came with me.
So I mean, like 4.5.
Yeah.
4.5. So pushing 5, yeah. So yeah, it's been a while. So I think I just need to give it another chance.
Yeah, I'm a big fan personally, and I know like people in town swear by Simply also. Like this could be an S tier if I felt more confident, but I think it's definitely an A tier. I know like you don't feel strongly about it, and you haven't actually tried it.
Not strongly enough to order them there.
Yeah, not strongly enough to actually order it, but yeah, I don't know. It's a great sandwich place. I'm a big sandwich lover, so I'm gonna go A tier again. This tier list is showing that Lake Placid's got good food.
Yeah.
Even the stuff that's like in B tier is like there's a couple places that are pretty good. It's just like they fuck you with the pricing.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny, just quickly commenting on the sandwich club thing. It is ironic that like separately, kind of separately, the last time I was here, I came to the conclusion, but like separately, we came to the conclusion that like sandwiches are like our favorite food.
Oh yeah.
Because it can be whatever you want.
Yeah. Sandwiches, I don't know, dude. All I ever want, like, I can eat a sandwich every day. I'll be happy.
Exactly. Because you can change it.
Like
It's
I
crazy.
don't even know if I need to like back it up. Like you can change it.
Yeah.
But I don't even feel the need to sometimes. Like I could do an Italian or a cold cut every day and be happy.
Yeah. I feel like
but it could also be peanut butter and jelly. Like it could be anything.
Yeah. I think a little neat little thing is even if you get the same exact thing, going to different stores can be a different experience.
Yep.
Because it won't be the same exact sandwich.
Exactly. But it's always going to be good.
Exactly. Sandwich nuances.
Sandwiches are fucking beautiful. That's the statement. All right. Simply Gourmet. Yeah. One that we should probably get back to because it's good. Okay, let's do a dead restaurant. Let's do Despo's because Desperados is quite a staple of my growing up hood.
Yeah.
In Lake Placid. It's one of the places my parents always went, which is funny because they apparently always thought it was mid. They really didn't like it that much, but they just like kind of went there a lot.
Yeah, I mean like we went there twice.
We went there twice.
Well, we with your parents. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I went there quite a lot. And I would order it for myself a lot when I got old enough to like do that and I had my own money. I would do takeout from Despo's a lot. The funny thing is, it definitely was not good Mexican food. It just straight up wasn't. They called it like Irish Mexican food.
Really?
Yeah. Because it was owned by an Irish family, I think. And like it was their gimmick. Like that's why when you went in there was like kind of Irish decorations and
Really?
Mexican decorations. There was like leprechauns. Yeah, they had the leprechaun.
I don't remember that. Like I know we were young, like but
Yeah.
still.
They would have like clover decorations and stuff, and they would have Irish whiskeys, and they would have the leprechaun wings were the wings that I tried that made my mouth numb when they did like the wing challenge.
I'm pretty sure Desperados is the reason I don't do spicy food.
Wow.
Because I had never done spicy food before, and I think I underestimated the hot sauce, and it killed me.
I don't
Like I remember, like I was so miserable. I was like chugging milk at the table.
I don't remember at all you trying hot sauce there, but I
Yeah.
guess this happened.
Like I think as a kid, I severely underestimated it.
Well, there we go. Well, I don't know what you would have to say about Desperados, but for me, I know it wasn't good. I especially realized as I left Lake Placid and tried literally anywhere else for Mexican food that it is very subpar for Mexican food.
Yeah.
And everything there, honestly, a lot of it tasted the same. But I love it. I gotta say it was one of my favorites. It was one of my favorites.
Out of the 2 times we went, I remember getting a rotisserie chicken because I guess they just had that.
Apparently.
And I don't remember what I got the second time. But it was just it was a rotisserie chicken. Like,
I got all sorts of shit there. I got they had this thing like a cheese crisp, which was like just a tortilla with it was like kind of like a Mexican pizza from Taco Bell, but like restaurant quality. And they had empanadas. I had my first empanadas there. I liked it. I got quesadillas there, which were really like weird now that I know what a quesadilla is supposed to be. It's some interesting interpretations of Mexican food there. And like their the beef there was weird. It was like stringy and like it was like all balled up. Like it wasn't like what you think of when you think of beef. Yeah, it was like shredded beef. And it would like get stuck in your teeth. Like it was like such a weird interpretation of beef. But it was good. I don't know. I liked it. It was bad, but it was good. No, like I think Desperados never had great like reviews or ratings from anyone like from out of town.
I feel like people from town never even talked about it.
Yeah,
it existed.
I just feel like it was the Mexican place we had. It was the one we needed, not the one we wanted.
That's a statement.
I mean, yeah, I would definitely go A for personal opinion, like personal like what it means to me. But it's definitely not actually an A. It's definitely not actually an A. It could be B or even C, honestly. Because yeah, it wasn't good.
Well,
but I loved it. I loved it. So I'm putting that out there. It's not around anymore.
Yeah, it's closed.
We can put it in C. I mean, it probably should be with Lisa Cheese and Smoke Signals at least.
I mean, it seems fair to me, but it's mostly you. Just because I don't remember it other than...
And you're not a Mexican food person.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going C.
Definitely not my favorite cuisine.
Yeah, I'm going C, even though that's only because I'm trying to be as like fair as possible with this. Because I know it's not an A, and I would even struggle to put it in B with some of those more quality food places. There it goes. Let's do Farmhouse Cafe.
Do you want to say it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's the best breakfast in town.
Absolutely.
Undoubtedly. And yeah, it's on my must hit list every time I'm home.
It's just a nice little it's a nice little diner. It's good food. It's just kind of, I don't know.
It's just fucking solid. And the only complaint I have is that it's never open. Like,
yeah,
it's really like their hours are lies half the time.
Yeah, the weirdest part is like, because my neighbor owns it, ironically.
Yeah,
and like he's never home, but yet he's never
at work.
He's never there running it. So it's just like, can you open it? I want breakfast.
Yeah, I mean. No, they've got such good food there. Their like home fries are awesome for some reason. Particularly those stand out to me. Like I think it's just like they fry it well, and then it's just like paprika and like another spice maybe. It's really good though. Um, I haven't had anything on their menu that I didn't like. They have,
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
yeah, they have good. It's good all around. Like I can't point to one thing and be like, oh, that's what you go there for. Except like I guess the fries, like those are real good, but you get
Yeah.
them as a side with anything else. And I've enjoyed everything else. Like they've got like stuffed French toast. That shit's real good. They've got I think it was called like the Flaming Rooster. It was like kind of like a breakfast burrito, with like hot sauce, and that shit was really good too. Their standard, like if you just like your eggs and bacon and fries and toast, and
Which
like,
is so good. That's what I get. Like
Yeah.
it's simple. Like sometimes I do believe, yeah, simple is it's good. Like you don't need to be extravagant. Just something like sometimes just eggs and toast is all you need.
it is good. It's all good. It's all very good. It's S tier. It's the place to go for breakfast, and I think it's cheaper than Farmhouse too, or Farmhouse, Breakfast Club too.
Yeah.
Like the Breakfast Club is where you go if the Farmhouse is closed, hands down for me. But like it's always going to be Farmhouse.
Yeah. The thing I always say in favor of Farmhouse is like I'll get a coffee with a refill, and then I'll get eggs and bacon with an extra egg. Yeah, and I think that's usually comes up to $12, which in my opinion
Jeez. Yeah, cheap.
is pretty good considering, like I said, that's a refill on a drink and a extra side.
Yeah,
So like I don't know, $12 to me is very good for breakfast.
yeah. No, I'm a big fan. Big fan of the Farmhouse. S tier, it's a must visit. Yeah, pretty much the S tier is getting filled up with all my must visits. Except like Stewart's, because yeah, I wasn't gonna put that in S tier, but yeah. Okay.
No one feels that strongly about Stewart's except for the owner.
I fucking love Stewart's, but yeah, it can't be S tier. That would be injustice. Okay, let's do Mountain Mist.
Mountain Mist.
Yeah, we got
Ice
some
cream.
we got some big important ones still left, but
You already like 2 hours.
yeah, we already have a couple like that seem weird that we haven't talked about yet. So let's do that. Mountain Mist. 2 mountain places we'll do. Mountain Mist first.
This is open 2 months out of the year,
Yeah,
and they're still in business.
and it's my favorite of the ice creams. For
Yeah.
some reason, like I can't even discern how different from Emma's it is, honestly. But like
Yeah,
Mountain Mist is my favorite one to go to.
it really is. And even though there's like, yeah, no man, yeah, just there's something about it. I don't know what it is. It's just good.
I get the same exact thing. I get fucking chocolate vanilla twist.
Yeah, just you just go in large twist. I think it's like $3 for a large twist, which I don't know if that's expensive, but like,
I can't remember how much it is. It's definitely not somewhere that I'm like worrying about the price, which is a good thing.
the people are usually pretty cool.
I mean, do we want to say it's on par with Emma's?
I don't know.
Because like, do we think it's S tier, or is it just like it's on par with Emma's? It's A tier. It's great. How sacred is our S tier?
It is one of those things.
It's the best for what it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say like part of me, and
Best in town of its kind. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I do almost want to say S, but when you think of like other factors, like the parking lot sucks dick. It's next to a church. I don't know if that matters, but kind of like I don't know. It always mattered to me for some
We're
reason.
considering parking now, guys. Yeah.
Like, and it was like even like the shop was kind of dirty, but I guess that's kind of what happens when it's like just a tiny little building, and the only thing separating us from them is a screen door, like a screen window.
Yeah.
But it's like it was always just kind of felt dirty there, but it's like it clearly wasn't. Like I'm not trying to get them shut down, but like I don't know, they wore gloves, they did your standard procedure shit. But it's kind of like I don't know, just kind of like there was definitely like little shit that kind of like I get my ice cream and I go.
I don't really.
But it's good fucking ice cream.
I don't really have any of those problems myself, or I just haven't picked up on them. I mean,
I went there was a lot as a kid.
I think it's the best soft serve ice cream in town.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know if that earns it an S tier or not, because it just depends how we feel about soft serve ice cream, I guess. But and we know we love soft serve ice cream, but I would be fine with A. I could be fine with S too. I'm leaning towards A, but if you're leaning towards S, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to say S, but I feel there's enough to bring it down for me. So I'd say like high A.
Yeah, which just converts to A on our tier list, but yeah. We said it here.
Still worth saying.
Mountain Mist. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely... You'd be happy going there, or Emma's.
Yeah.
Or hell, probably even the corner store. Like, it's all pretty similar if we're being honest, but this is just like the place. This is the place we go. For whatever reason. And yeah, now the other Mountain Valley Pizza, which has been closed for a very long time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I didn't remember earlier, but yeah, they actually closed and then reopened somewhere else. It was Lake Placid Pizza, and it was like the same exact.
I remember that actually.
Yeah, because me and you went there with that one kid. The one kid that I was talking about, the Wise Guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we went there once. Yeah.
Where did it open?
On the other side of McDonald's.
Wow. Yeah, okay. It must have been open for a very short period of time. Because I remember a place being called Lake Placid Pizza. I can't remember going there.
Yeah, they moved the restaurant like 100 feet and then changed the name. But it was the same owner, same menu and everything. And it was just like, ooh. Okay.
And then like 2 months later, he's like, fuck it. Because that shit wasn't around very long at all.
It definitely wasn't open long. But anyways, honestly, I don't remember it all too well. I remember it.
It was your pizza place of choice when you were a kid.
Yeah, it was definitely a mixture of like, I don't know if the prices were cheap and we were just poor, so that's what we could afford. But I would say from what I remember, that it would actually, the pizza would rival Mr. Mike's pizza.
That's big words.
But I don't remember the appetizers, honestly. I just remember eating celery and carrots with ranch.
All right.
I don't know why that sticks out to me.
Sounds like the side of wings.
Probably. But, yeah, I mean, it probably just is mainly just childhood memories and just good pizza. That's all I really got for that.
I mean, it's okay if we want to go A. I would say I can't let you go S on that.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
Just because I haven't even tried it.
Exactly, I wouldn't.
Or, I mean, I tried it, and I don't remember shit.
Yeah, that's what I definitely wouldn't put it in S or A, to be completely honest with you. It's just kind of...
Okay, well, rivaling Mr. Mike's pizza is quite something, but I guess we'll go B then.
That's what I say, like, just going off my childhood memory and palate and all that shit, it's like, well, a lot's changed since I was a kid. If it still existed today, who knows if I'd feel the same.
I wonder what it would taste like, because, I have no idea. No memory, no recollection. The only thing I remember about this place is, like, you came over and said you wanted to order from this pizza place in specific, and we were very young, and I convinced my parents to order from it. And the only thing that I remember is it had the little, like, the white little pizza table thing in the middle of it, and it was the first time as a kid that I ever saw that. So I was like, what?
Oddly, now that you mention it, I remember almost the exact opposite, where I grew up with that. So when I saw other places not doing it, I was confused. I was like, where's your pizza table? Yeah,
it's just like the little white thing that they put in the middle.
Yeah, it's just like stop the box from collapsing.
It was the first time I'd ever seen that, so that's funny. Yeah. All right. Mountain Valley, we put it in B. They've been closed forever.
Easily a decade.
Yeah. Probably the oldest place on here, or the longest closed place on here, I think. I'll say Mis Amigos, and I'll go quick because they already opened and closed. I think they opened after I left and they closed already. So they weren't open that long, but like every time I was home, my parents brought me there because their friends owned it.
Who or where?
Mis Amigos. It was kind of like after. I think it was open at the same time as Despo's for a little while, but
I don't recognize
it was another
that.
Mexican place.
Yeah, I didn't recognize it for some reason. Doesn't ring a bell.
It was actually over near the Mirror Lake and kind of. It was on like the hill up that goes up to like McDonald's and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, it was owned by my parents' friends and family friends. Um, but I think it closed for a reason. I think it was bland. I don't think it was bad. I think it was genuinely better quality than Desperados, easily, like, which isn't hard. But I definitely thought it was bland food. As nice as the owners are, and as nice as it was to have another Mexican restaurant in town, bland. I'm putting it in C. Mis amigos. Rest in peace. No shame. No hate. I think people liked it more than Desperados in general also. All right, we're down to the last few. We've got, let's do the last pizza place on here. Bozzi's.
I think I'll just cut to the chase and say that's an A for me.
It's good.
It's good. Good pizza. I don't think I've personally ever had their appetizers.
I've had their garlic knots. They're good.
Yeah.
I haven't had anything to complain about with their appetizers. Honestly, it's my backup for Mr. Mike's.
Yeah, I'd say that.
It's good. I like Bozzi's.
Yeah, I mean, like I've had them recently, like within the summer. Like I think, yeah, the 18th of July, which I know is very specific and doesn't matter at all. Yeah, I went to buy a Bozzi's with a coworker, and it's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess we don't have to go too much into detail. It's good. The one thing I know I tried there that I wasn't big on was their buffalo chicken, which again just speaks to the fact that it's kind of hard to do buffalo chicken right.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel like it's just so much more strange because like
everyone does it kind of differently.
Yeah, it definitely comes down to the sauce.
Yeah, and to me, it kind of can come down to the chicken too. Like, I like when people do like the like kind of like a chicken tender and just cut it up. Honestly, which isn't what Johnny's did. Theirs was really good for what they did, but yeah, the other like. We just had Esco's here in LA yesterday, and I think they have solid buffalo chicken pizza. Again, like I wouldn't put it up there, but with like Johnny's or Bullwinkle's, but I think it's solid. Esco's other stuff's better, I think, than their buffalo chicken. But yeah, like that Bullwinkle's pizza being my favorite buffalo chicken pizza. It's mostly because of their crust. And I just like that they use like the solid chicken tenders with the Franks. And we're talking about Bozzi's, which I didn't like their buffalo chicken pizza. They did like they did not do like fried chicken. They did like, again, like kind of that grilled spice chicken, which for me it just doesn't hit the same on buffalo chicken pizza. That's sad, I guess. Everything else I've had there is good. I like their Hawaiian pizza quite a bit. All right. Downtown Diner.
It exists.
It's the worst of the diners. It's still not bad.
Yeah. I would definitely agree that, I would say it's my least favorite.
It's bad in context of the other two, but it's not bad.
Yeah, because I remember, we went there with Scott and Alex.
Yeah,
several years ago, and it was breakfast.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair enough. It's like, yeah, I'll go to the farmhouse if it's closed. I'm checking Breakfast Club, and if they're both fucking around on me, then I'm gonna go to the Downtown Diner. So it's not like somewhere I'm not gonna eat. It's just kind of like the last resort. And even then, it's not bad. We don't have a diner that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, I would probably just if it like the other two aren't open, I'd probably just skip personally. That's because I feel the diner's never open.
Downtown Diner?
Yeah, at least for whenever I see it, it's
I
never
feel
open.
like it's the one that's always open, and it's kind of like the one that's like, I guess we gotta go to the Downtown Diner.
Yeah, that's strange. I feel like every time I've driven or walked by, hey, it's always closed.
Interesting.
That or no one's ever there.
Well, we've got Farmhouse and S, of course. Breakfast Club and A. I think Downtown Diner could be B. Because it's still not bad. I don't think it's even like C tier. I don't think it's like mid. I think it's kind of good, but it's just not as good as the others. Would you agree?
Downtown being not as good as the others.
Not as good as the others, but it's not bad. I think it's B tier.
Yeah, I'd say that. Maybe
Because
C, but yeah, I'd say B.
because Farmhouse and S, Breakfast Club and A. I think C tier is where it's like, yeah, I don't really enjoy this. But I think Downtown Diner is solid enough. And
Yeah.
I think I ended up there the last time I was home, so there's that.
Yeah, that'd do be it.
It's
Yeah,
not bad, so yeah.
but putting it in B for bad.
Yeah. There's that. And we got the last two, which have been contentious amongst like three people because it's like Boston. Let's do the Redneck Bistro for me.
I've been there once, and I don't. As another, I hate how I just don't retain food memories sometimes. Like I remember getting mozzarella sticks, but I don't remember what entree that I
Bruh.
got.
Their mozzarella sticks, fuck.
Yeah, because you like said they were really good, so I was like, I'll get them.
They
But I
fuck.
don't remember what I. But I don't remember what I got for like an entree.
Every now and then you'll go to a place that has mozzarella sticks that the cheese just fucking pours out and melts on your tongue, and it's, oh my god. This was one of those. For whatever reason. And like, it's kind of weird that they even have mozzarella sticks, given that like the type of restaurant they are. But they look like they would just be your average like pizza place mozzarella sticks, but they're so good. They're so good. They know how to cook them.
I don't remember them, but I remember liking them.
Yeah, no, they're great.
Like I think we literally ordered an extra order just to share.
Yeah, sounds right. But the real standout here, of course, is the burgers. And like, I don't know, man. You said that you've heard they've gone downhill recently, which I don't
Yeah.
know how much I want to like accuse them of anything because I don't know anything about anything. But
Yeah.
like, this is the easiest S tier for me because of the burgers. And I know that you've always been a little different in your taste of burgers from me, but like for me, this beats out the last one we're going to talk about. It beats out like the View personally for me. It beats out like any other burger in town for sure. And most burgers just in general for me. Like I took like Anza home to LA back in like 2017 or 18, and she was able to eat one of their burgers, and she said it's the best burger she ever had. And she grew up in LA and like has been in multiple countries and shit. Same thing with like Skylar. Like everyone that I brought home and like showed the bistro, it's like, this is some of the best food I've ever had. And it's because they fucking know how to do a burger.
Or at least did, allegedly.
Apparently, allegedly. I'm ranking it based on what I last had. I have to go S because it's one of the best burgers. I mean, I think it's the best burger I've ever had. Like, something would really need to like stand out to top it. I don't know. I've had better barbecue food than what they offer when I went to Texas, and only when I went to Texas. But like as far as just burger, they've got the best burger I've ever had. And it's
I feel like part of me's craving a burger now. I'll be honest,
well,
but to make it myself. Because have you ever had a burger with caramelized onions?
yeah, I definitely have. I just don't know where.
That's like my go-to topping now. Is you have caramelized onions, you melt some cheese on that bitch, some toasted, some toasted
good.
buns.
Definitely good. Definitely good.
Orgasmic.
Yeah. I have to put it in S. I have to.
I don't think you have to.
I have to. And if anyone ever listens to this and goes to Lake Placid, you have to. And order the Fat Bastard. It's so fucking good. It's called the Fat Bastard.
If they still do that.
They do that one. I know. At least the last time I was home, they did.
Yeah, because my source is my cousin, and he worked there as of within the last month, and he had a lot of bad things to say about it. So
there's that. But I have
like
to go off of my experience of eating there, and it wasn't that long ago that I ate there because it was the last time I was home.
Yeah, I mean we're still talking at least June of last year.
Yeah, so at least like a year ago. A year and a few months. I'll have to decide for myself when I go back home again, because I know people always like don't have good things to say about wherever they work. But like, yeah, we got one more.
The last one.
It's the Pickle Pig. Our buddy Austin worked there for a long time.
Yeah, this one is hard for me to comment personally because we did eat there together, and I remember this one.
Yeah.
But the problem is like the menu has been overhauled since, because we went there I think like within the first week of it opening.
Mm-hmm.
So like the food that I had is not the food you would have if you went today. It's completely different.
Well, what about? Because I guess that's true. But I was there last year, so it must have been like whatever they had last year must have been what they have now, right?
I would assume so.
Because
like I said, we went when they first opened. Like first.
Yeah, so I've been a few times. Like ever since Austin's worked there, it's been like the same stuff. It is really good, and like they do have a really good burger. Austin would always tell me that it's like their burger's better than the bistro. And I just straight up disagree, but it is really good. And they have a lot of fucking like barbecue inspired sides and appetizers and this and that. They had Austin. So that was pretty good. He gave me discounts, and that was really good. No, I would say I'm a big fan of the Pickle Pig. It isn't somewhere that I feel like I need to hit every time I'm home because it is a bit overpriced, and it is like it doesn't have the like a standout thing that I feel like I need to get, but everything on the menu is everything that I've had is definitely very solid. And I don't know. To cut to the chase, to stop the rambling, I'd go A because I think it's very good.
I feel like I couldn't give it a fair rating though.
You could give it a fair rating?
Yeah, I don't think I could.
Then I'll put it in A because I think it's one of the better offerings of Lake Placid. But I can't quite go S. Just because like S is reserved for like best I've ever had of blank. So Lake Placid did pretty well by getting 4 S tiers.
Also, as we're doing this, talking about it, I do remember we have been there a second time together. It was ironically after Austin's wedding.
Was he there?
But I don't remember. I don't remember what I ordered.
Wow. He's saying it's not memorable.
The only thing I remember about that night is we had the wedding. We went there, and then a bunch of like drunk chicks.
Are they tricks?
Yeah, a bunch of drunk chicks were like, "Oh my god, you should buy us a round of shots because it's like their bachelor party or something like that."
You should buy them.
And then I was like, "No." And then we ate and just kind of left and never did that.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. I don't remember what I ate because apparently I just don't remember what I eat.
He never remembers the pig. Okay, well I just
remember my first experience being pretty unpleasant.
That's our list. That did take a while. So I guess we can go from the ground up. Usually I start in S tier. I'll start in D tier and we'll climb up to the best food.
Yeah, apparently we didn't think anything was putrid.
Putrid. Yeah, nothing was F. Nothing was F, but handily the worst thing on this list for us was Main Street Pizza in D tier, which is funny given how many times I ordered that. So yeah, there's nothing on this list that's like a place that I wouldn't eat.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't even say that anything bad about it, which I feel like says like, I mean, we said bad stuff, but like, it's not like we dogged on it.
Yeah, I said like it's definitely got some mid shit for sure.
Yeah.
Nothing like I didn't have anything great to say about it, that's for sure. But I mean, yeah, I would still probably get those buffalo chicken nachos. So there's that. That's our D tier, just Main Street Pizza. C tier, Mis Amigos, Desperados, Smoke Signals, Lisa G's, and Price Chopper. That's interesting.
Was there two of those Mexican restaurants?
Yeah, because Lake Placid never nailed the Mexican restaurant. The closest they got, I guess, would be Wyatt's.
Yeah, and I'd call that a burrito, which I guess
it's a burrito place. Yeah,
which I would say, I guess it's technically Mexican, but like, I feel like it's different.
Yeah,
we colonized the shit out of burritos.
Wyatt's is the best they did, and speaking of Wyatt's, it's in the B tier. The rest of the B tier, Downtown Diner, which is bordering on C tier, but it's here in B. Mountain Valley Pizza, which is dead and gone. The View, Brandon's place. Johnny's / Frankie's, which is dead and gone. Stewart's, and Great Adirondack Brewing Co. / Steak and Seafood, as I knew it. A tier, Pickle Pig, Bozzy's Pizza, Mountain Mist Ice Cream, which was bordering on S. Simply Gourmet Sandwiches, Wise Guys, Lake Placid Pub and Brewery, Emma's, The Corner Store, Breakfast Club, and S tier, Redneck Bistro, Farmhouse Cafe, China City, and Mr. Mike's. The funny thing is, like, two of those are ones you can get on board with, and the other two you don't have anything to say about.
Yeah.
But still, yeah. We would definitely both agree that S tiers are Mr. Mike's and Farmhouse Cafe.
Absolutely. Without any argument.
Yeah. So they I guess they nailed it with one of the Italian restaurants.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like I said, there are just so many Italian restaurants, but I feel they don't do, like, I don't know, they just don't do it. Almost exact thing I said about The View is like
they don't do it Mike's way.
Yeah, they don't do it exceptional, except for just, Mr. Mike's.
Yeah. That's our list.
It's a list.
That's our episode that no one is going to care about. But hey, if you're planning a trip to Lake Placid, this will be pretty helpful, I guess.
Just skip to the ending, which I guess doesn't help you when I say that, the ending.
Yeah, it doesn't help. Fuck you. No, all right, I'm just kidding. It's not that unrelatable. We still want you to watch, even though you can't relate.
Maybe you can relate someday, but until then.
Yeah, I guess we'll see you guys in the next podcast. You'll hear us. We won't see you.
Yeah.
We haven't nailed an outro yet.
We'll figure something out someday.
Later.
Probably not.